or the MPP so na MPP so bufu. In fact, it tells the whole world say professionalism out here with Jumano. In fact, unprecedented.
106.1 Ahimfie FM. 106.1 Ahimfie FM.
Akwaba Ahimfie 106.1. Me from Nana Kojo Jantwa. Yegusua kakra ne mo na ebo say ye adwuma na timebua mo ama bibia ye okay yebeye magana din dia minim din but yebeto aso mamenya national issue kakra bi na afi mbie lines no me wasem kakra bi a me pese me ye editu nkofo before bibia trendy na efa yenia Abronye DC Abronye de obi anim no buno ona ye chairman NPP chairman obi anim no emre bi menini nya problem e wo fie dada anim in fact obedidi matempa pasa jeze at emu atro nyina okay bi kire me Abronye okay I would say okay can sem ne basa because me can bibi ewa ha na me say ka bi party ye MPP ye kasa ya ye pem asem ti ne account because eye den ya potentially no mo betimi asa baaban mu eye no krenso se anye 2028 or 2032 mo be sa baaban mu eye no kre bibia timisi but party na yenim efa kofo ho no sa party na say MPP animonyam ekofom Ahimfie FM me can we keke sa nyoma no me sha say from next week but person me can because of the trending issues neighbor MPP as a party na yenim kofo party a na akono na ubo kofo a ubo MPP ubo nkofo bi di an say party ni nie party we nie ka ho asem no party na nimu nyam kofom no kra mom pese mu beti enu ntina ye mu bi na yegusua tumofo se enwoma mu ye mu be lusu enwoma mu ye mu nhwe ye o mu se ye mpem asem ye kan wasem a mu se ye mpem asem mu tag ye se ye NDC for all because ni enim se mu be lusu 2024 I'm sure say obia enyo obia nwanwa obia watie mi anim say me ka say MPP be lose 2024 no na abato no kra nyantoe unim dada me kan ho asem dada ena na menim say MPP benya problem no me hu no 2018 time me hu say MPP benya problem no me hu no 2018 me go so kan ye man timase the only thing ni say me mpe party na asem. The only thing is say ye chianika and amode sa na babe drew ebri enti MPP party pa eni party na first and munyam wom so bi kasa ye say party first crowd ye nanka NDC for kasa ye say NDC for ye buga obi a woni mamanyosem no na first wote NDC for na mu kasa wo radio so a yes buga we mu de mu anko school we mu de wo mu nti first no ne ka NDC a patapa na ye de she NDC for ho ekwa NDC MPP ho edidi atem basa every NDC for no ho ekwa MPP for ho party akofo tie party me kaso te ya e che se MPP ben munyam nyina no ejina kofo so minim se adubu ahimu hyase ba yanka no kra se party MPP ya kono from 1996 eba ya 2001 a yera kofo ba ye no ene ma MPP ya MPP ya businessman no bia sorry e make sure se party na ya kono And then what is happening? And then what is happening? And no BA did attempt. And maybe me catch them, Yankasa, me bra penny, Dr. Bawumia. Me bo Dr. Bawumia, MPP before he say me pet Dr. Bawumia, but who name Dr. Bawumia and Chame? Nyame obuo kwanso. Penny bien ni wa Ghana ha. From Oman Penny John Dramani Mahama throughout from Yera Kofo Bepim Penny bien ni wa sebi onya madamfo. Now so bien him se me yemejuma. Emre bia mia kasa mene Yera Dr. Bawumia sia me kan de ntu olusu ye kire no. Enti se me kan se ma otemase o mpe Dr. Bawumia samo nchen me. Nemo me yami ya se MPP akofo ye no ya se no party na sei enya kono anka ene na Ashanti region MPP pa na ndisi etimi enya over 33% eye normal wonti ase hwe the way regional minister ni Zuba mu ye adwuma ma ene endi obi MPP ni kura na ne refi kura na che say all of a sudden ye ka wontie MPP wo ka wontie wo ka pani edi watam wo ka ye say me ementia na ye me ehame because party no mpanyifo party a woni omu kasa eha omu say na die na party yi me say agya sami koka mo se me NDC ni enti mutie mi anka party e duru be aduri mi busa mo party no MPP for ka mutie de ne e ka kire mo na anka mo enehwe party ni nya ene JFK mi amini kasa JFK kasa ye mu no general secretary of MPP eno kasa wo party ni ma ye mu no eno ene just party Abronye temi didi obi atem ena nano mi kotu ni fo say ye ra Dr. Bawumia wona ye panyi enti kire sa wo ye panyi because in some no mu ka no omu ka ebetiaw hey party for ni di matem ena me mpe Dr. Bawumia sem ena Dr. Bawumia ye dey one day party ni sesi aye ye transe ma Abronye edidi Duncan Williams asem atem yanka ho ansem papa transe di obi atem obi a wo so obedi na tem party no obi a wo kama hwan o kama Dr. Bawumia na sabi meme wo ha ahemfie se me koka bibi na etia panyin no wo ho no eka no enti panyin no betimi afrema ka tse na ade we de be ha ahemfie enti menye se we a leader bibi ikoso a de kire se we a leader no who is controlling the party now MPP party no why they say obi aye de ope party ni mu because they are mo campaign ya man Dr. Bawumia mo campaign ya man no say obi sori anopa na mu didi na tem na panyi look at Archbishop Duncan Williams panyi we papa anya me nwusra wono so no papa yi Abronye didi na tem from panyi bi antimi anka ho asem me dey so di matem e normal because me Katanga ni dia wo dia didi atem ma gia didi de bia me dia didi atem na didi ntimi those things enkame but here Dr. Bawumia nano me too fo mix a catch of say ye won krofo bi omo kasama wa omo ma party ni nya kono man krofo foforo me ka muntie Dr. Bawumia so who per president dia ye won krofo bi wo so catch of say hey shut up na dia wo kano enton me ensele me egumani ma ase hwe emre bi doctor ye kan say minia panyi apia stadium okaka bibi tia panyi bi ono ankasa be kan say Yera John Mahama friend ka tell ni say warning oha okaka bibi tia na Akufo-Addo apia stadium okobie na no ka bibi tia na Akufo-Addo Yera John Mahama friend ka tell ni say hey so what is sad any bema on man kwan apia stadium be pacho that is leadership ya tenasiama Abronye diatem ube huna nkofo bi ti social media no mu di obi atem ya catch Dr. Bawumia you are the leader put your foot on the ground take hold take charge me ehun say we serious me ehun say ma wo presidency na be ya adwuma umfi ya ka umfi na say na nkofo bi say there wa be ka Dr. Bawumia ya so be di watamu bi na why ne lose wo pese e to abama why you so the patapa ne be wini and judges moody judges attempt judges attempt now no na yera afenyo marking wo NDC for eka se judges for ne bias no yewura minority leader afenyo marking na wo gina ho defend it say o judges ne nya hwe enne ekoti a wo de say wo didi wo afenyo marking wo minority leader wo ye panyi. I respect you so much. Now who did judge atem? Once you a lawyer ni, who did judge atem? Me pese me bompo. Because me boy airtime, bufu. Say who penya who ye parliamentarian, who can omo take a decision. Who ye lawyer ni? Say judges, ye be bikra na wonti asia. Debi omuti ka say. I disagree with the judgment, but I respect the court. Sana, ye training lawyers say, Sadiena Nkoya Mawokrana, you make sure you protect the institution. Abronye did judge at him. What did the judge at him? We are lawyer ni. What corner judge and they say, okay, one man will cry, and I say, yeah, man. Disagree. But would ye mobian kabawu afanyoma can we a penny? Man krano nkasa asem na wodie chese wugina political minim so munya gina political platform ne pe no maluso ma gina oseden na afenyo ma ken se papa panyi sei na wo didi judge atem e ka chese ummu judge na ummu judge wo afenyo ma ken MPP time ye mutimi gina mu e ma judgment Supreme Court kudimi tena se Friday no medi asem ya tena krom how na de bia meka I am a can because I am a yase. Mianka sami bra penny, mianka sama damfo, Dr. Bawumia, all my parts in that form. I am a ya. But there was something I'm a casano cranichel. Party in yakono. Because you are not being bold. Other than that, and Kawomo ye as annual man, quattro so munyai, because at the Nunguasia brew, when I a penny. Menka seven yamina me can because nan say. Mini a miracle, Kojina says, so Maka so wabe attack it bia, yanko attack no, and I mean who say a problem oba. Che, and this for more rebranding you. Or more rebranding from Yaka so year to Trafford. Tie from Yaka say, and this 4 year to Trafford, and no much you went in at Tamil so buy you know, or you didn't know because MPP forecast say, so what to Abama at Tamil, so what to Ama JJ. MP before the YSR campaign no enti atamil zebra atamil so buy ya no twe ni ho free JJ ho ene ma JJ nya problem no ene NDC fo nya problem no say NDC fo no so abrebrandia school no makobi school na MPP fo mo ka so mo nko ene NDC fo no so akọ school ni bi lawyers so mo ho professors so mo ho o maye bibia bia ma se mo so ho aya akono na we na sa anyoma na no mo ye bugabuga no so magtai. And then NDC for now first no, omo kasa no ye kiki, and no no kasa or then krata ne be kasa. And then you can see so no mu dim komwa. Omo kasa se asesa. Asafo Jemu, Abbas Nuruddin, Hussein Ibrahim mu, Mahmoud Kabori mu. She squadda omo sha se so mu kasa. Na she MPP for ni be communicators. Enya agro no mudi anaso mudidi obi atem anaso mu attack obi anaso presenter aka bibi ne eka so NDC ni a enya bibia no mu kan e de be pa na odi gina so aton Dr. Bawumia mu amunya akwanya no Abronye di obi atem na mo soso ne so Abronye aka kire judge ni sei ni sei na wo soso nso and then we ye bibia ye dem na now no so ye nchi obi MPP time na mo say obi aka bibi nti ye nchi no and then samra na no mo di ye adwuma wo say there democracy freedom of the and na my problem is minority leader afenyo marking panyi wa we lawyer wa ben wa kugina platforms no di judge atem na ka say mu judge na mu judge na me so me ka say me mu judge na Ghana for say mu judge. Do you know what it means? Then finally Abronye be a friend of Salam Mustafa ono so na ye youth organizer e wo MPP mu Abronye no me interview wo me fie dada mu o say MPP elusu a obeku no obetwa ne ti me platform so no kai say MPP lusu obetwa ne ti MPP lose here me de ne boni acha because o can me platform so nam nim say one of those things but miniano etole bi asema obi na no ka no mebusam se na kwe wako school na de ntino okasa te se obi a sabi ase yantete ne fie se ekobasa obegada MPP fo na omo nso se obe weaponize mo so obe mo akodi omo be akokon e de na esi wo Ghana ha mebusaw amanyofo no de na esi wo Ghana ha ene ye ka traffic yi minti send this in MPP for mo ka ho asem na mo meye Abronye akọ enti free Abronye hwan no abe MPP party pay ni no cry ba ko pe ye be kan nya wo de but they make can say they be ameka say me no kredi be kan no kra ma me e bia wo mpem asem but me kan no kra na kire wo say the ekos MPP no so ma rebrandia eno me anka se me ni apanyi senior kankam former MC Asokore you can say Asante you can say Asokore Mampo senior kankam inshayeso utie nsema a wo kan wo senka party no Ghana ye serious okra na nka MPP kra as a party na wo se agium lances o ya MPP ni o ya MP o ya former MP enkrofo ni hankrofo the party ni kono hankrofo ba ye tena se Asante mani aka ndedede ni aka na dum so nti share me ka kira wo say there's a different ye beto aba me ka kira mo say me ka kira MPP before ni say se wutie radio bi na wutie TV bi a ye be ma wani age aka se bibia ekoye o break it no but ye ka kira wo say breaking the 8 na ma so part ni say wu na kutaw we are shadow president of Ghana. O ka say wodu. Obi a wo ka bibi enwa wo no. Ka kire ni say onyai. Na emo mama nkofo atwa ho ahia no ye say oh, jawo mu, momu nka de omu ka, no munya de omu ya. I can tell you. Ebedru baby, it will come and bite you. Maybe abo Abronye de no kutu ebi na afi mi bi a me bi lines no. Now I would say, say, obi edi jajatem. Me na me crowd the middle or ye me a come and so ja. Ono me tia agrona sinti me ye yenti ne na yemfa enwi so that we understand the can ebia obi nti ase a It's too sad. It's too sad. It's too sad. It's too sad. So me tears anyomana. Then I ask myself, what is happening?
Emfa kwamu obrafo enye ururi grammatical errors nkwana de ti adenta secret court ururi sinyina otwe grammatical errors nkwa obrafo nye denim ni nyina o grammar nya na di judge wa adenta ho obrafo ya towu obrafo judge a wonte brafo otwa basa wo ye political judge obrafo wo ye na de ti adenta secret court ye nimu enye judge na odie wo ye politician ana wakwa fa samboto bia kata wanim ana wa yes who did why bro who ya did political judge emra bi be ba 146 ni be ya aduma because won ye political judge won ye political because promise agreement ayadai akoso ntu ye political judge and intira case bi adenta circuit court every case adenta circuit court or ye political judge not political police for no de ko obi abompaye nanka ye judge say yes see obi what threaten obi spiritually at the higher Cote d'Ivoire obi na all say ewu hu nkom no ada na say ewu hu nkom be say we
these are some of the things. After your marking, it drew maybe not time no or MP. Or no, judges are 10 judges for so umuomo. Now, so move friend. Now, will be a year and that is Monday.
into being finally determined.
Of the judiciary. Mr. Speaker, I agree with the position taken by no Speaker, it must never be said, never, that the judiciary is under the control of the executive. We Harry is courtroom practitioner. Who were a courtroom practitioner? One of the things we were taught and when we are happy, we should go up. And that is how we embrace the law. Let us even when we is essential. Mr. Speaker, and the president created that the Supreme Court of Ghana is only there to handle partisan political cases. It is not so. Mr. Speaker, if you disagree with the system, use the system to correct it. Now, you know,
Nana, Ibra Fenyomake on the minority leader, MPP. I was saying,
in some non-wording, and some non-wording, and some non-wording.
it's here for
Afenyomakin and someone or can ya pa ya Supreme Court na ewo ho no. Supreme Court na ewo ho.
MPP time.
MPP time and na audit uja. Supreme Court na ewo ho no enye se bia yosem bi na oye bibia pepepe di sitie na sabre no na NDC say Supreme Court said the sitie no asensem a ekoso oni nyina no asemo ka edi favor MPP amadu ni nyina no sa na akoye dem say dabi Supreme Court no ne no pepe oye adwuma pepe say system no o say ohe na say wo yo so a the system na so gina sa enhyehyeye no bibi fa enya wadwen say ebia Supreme Court dwumadi a odi judge a owo ho won dwumadi a ekoso ni nyina no won komo ade no edi aboa MPP amanyuku no Supreme Court dwumadi no fanu etwa ha tiasia koshepo
Tarene complaining.
Sa na NDC for
Anonymous FC.
Sa na tie.
Bia say MPP.
E just say ye ra we obi a wuni mo mra. We ya nim ni. System wa me so be mra nim ni na dada. Enti say wunim say we na wunim say the Supreme Court na eye pepepa. Adenti eka say Supreme Court na akote MPP. And the Supreme Court ni nyina ebuama MPP apostle.
Right.
Enti saa na afenyomakin saa bre no na okay.
Na ebo ne Abronye judge na okasa Abronye bill no. If you want to we na we explain we no. Yenti eno so.
Has no respect for his own judicial oath. I don't think the law. That's second. To be in custody until the case is finally determined. Such a judge can never have respect. I pray he summons me for contempt.
Yes.
I will continue to disrespect him until he upholds the law. He's gone beyond his judicial function. And it is not his first. It's as if he has been selected purposely to achieve this. He doesn't talk law. I don't know whether he ever passed his law exam. It's a shame. It's a shame on the judiciary. And my Lord Bafuboni must pay attention to this. For whatever it is, it's about his legacy. I'm told by December he will be 70 and he will be gone. Is that the legacy he wants to leave after Tokonu was booted out of office? And all manner of accusation leveled against Tokonu. Is that the judiciary? Yes. The judiciary, they said they were going to reset. Is that the reset? Where a judge will say he is remanding an accused. Because if he allows him to go home, if he grants him bail, he is likely to talk again. So he should remain in custody. In fact, at first, his pronouncement was that Abronye should go to Nsawam until the case is finally determined. He's already prejudiced the outcome of the case. And this man says he's a judge. I should respect him. No way. And some fool say, papa.
Asamu. One hour chat you 10. Say what say? Judge na otina Abronye case in moon.
Right.
Wabon. For that judge in the ode Abronye ebeko BNI cells no na say wabon. Na one no pa de ebuo say ye ka say obi bu obi e wo wiase. Sa judge no o mu ni da. Na waka wie ye na omo nyina abo mu nsem an sa asem na waka na ehu no e ya asem papa. Na wo wie no de beto aso say judge no kra enche be afia ye ba besimi na wodi na dwumade nyina aba ewiye enti adwumaye a waye yi mfansa Abronye case ya wa handi yi nko eye case bi a wagya nsem da ho papa bi ato wo se da achi bi nchiri baba beti ade a waye na yabo ye nsem de ama no enti wo chem se judge ne de wan wabon na wono judge ne pa won frɛ no oma na de so obeko na judge no kura nkasa no kura no wono wo mu no in fact onfa ne nye hwe sebi onfa ne nye bibia wo wiase Nana.
It is well. Yeah. It is well. My jama etie for now monso embrem. Ebusia ya sha say yakoye kwan and ya national issues kakra nti e be line so no in the next 15 minutes na ya twetwe enkomo from traffic na no ya discuss ya now discuss right now yeah share the cost ewo national prelims. Prelims. I said, AI.
106.1 FM.
Yending komo 0242 772025 042 772025 0242 772025 772025 Osha TV ni so aye dia to so TV no eda so YouTube ahimfie media Facebook lines na lower your radio or your TV sets na yes good morning good morning yes right Ola ni Mr. Ama yemfa ta yentwetwe nkomo ahimfie live anopa ahimfie so nie efrem na janto good morning
nani petitions was it.
But to meet you.
The Calamitan boss about any lawyer emergency. Chair NGC media monitor. Tamai, I saw that you assistant Abronye, why no one to be a young canasem. What can I tell you? Sorry. The Abronye TV should be Mampension, the house need. You probably 8 years I can know. That time to be saying, will a bed in the who create a woman. Oh, NPP, has be a what call my Panama, sorry. MPP and Padipa. MPP
Munina Sana Motie, Munina Sana Motie, NDC for the same thing. Amoye, next caller. Say Anna Monsomoye, move positions, Anna Namoye, Tianian DC for MP for Padipa. Munina. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Oh, German.
Yes, sir.
Let me show papa. Niyan nsane jumana unti matio afena mtako jare msijimi yoni asana makojare from makojuma.
That's it.
Yanya musose batin wagana ha there will be peace. Because who can ukare tell the politician further no. Musema ukanya mi majo to hodi na mitio. Nyanya fika mu obi to 9 years. Efem dan yetete. Wafa. Tafika le asana muka na tell siawa. Adenti na Ghana ha. Sabe yampani foi nyina ayire no muko jombi nan onipa na ntwe akoko ojo ye nyina nam lawyer kwa mo ye ni distance walk and this ni zuba no mu ni panifo mu bibi omo nyina no mu nko jom omo nyina no mu nko jom and ye nyina na ntwe lawyer kwa no mu sa na ni masre sabe ni nya Ashanti ni ba ni msere meka na afa nka babua. We are sure that Brony be up to have your war. And for now, sorry, I know that they don't be my politicians. Umate, yes, let me cost to a family. Never come out of the just about 20 years near Kumasa Batata. Have a good morning. I'm sure for Papa.
On your case, Matse Medase 0242772025 Ahimfie TV Ahimfie 106.1 Anopa Ahimfie Suni. Good morning.
Good morning.
Joanne Kaze.
I'm Patrick Asare.
Patrick, meet you.
Pacho. Boss Pacho me said oh yeah nepa me need to oh yeah no because no can correct. The NPP for nya de nya obeka. The NPP for nya de nya obeka. Pacho sane to man eko. Na penye market the boss. Edini wa entiaze badi oye no tanu bizu di beye no. Oye obi adi ya tanu bizu di beye o. Yo ndio so be ko sai ta. Onko so nyesa. Bazo medasi.
Menzumedasi Ahimfie Anopa Ahimfie live. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
But your friend Oben Collins.
Obi meet you, Yankasa.
Mepacho Mikasa fi bro feed.
Right.
Mepacho the make na me say yes, Ghana mpanifo. Ye nkasa ya na ye better radio so, TV so, social media ni ye kasa, ni di atem enye NPP fonko. NPP fo yebi. NPP fo yebi. Eti kwampe na ye nkola na eba no, omo besia free. Za mo mpanifo yi ho. Muti social media na mu di atem ena we ya yesi eti eyadia ebeboa mofra Ghana mofra ama mofra etinye tumpon daachi ana esia de papa bi afi de tosu biem ovi me da se pa sa wode eye ICS honom ekwan na after no attitudes na wo ka ho asem na me sha na se wo hwe dominance ehon esi ekwan no so obi nye honko na se o furo dominance eko police belly ahonom no eholo so cars bibi ka bia de jaka kwansiama ekwan ba bia gbogum eti se cars na ba filling station na wo bia wo bari ahono mo no wo ye wagen se o ka bu ye mistake akabi na kwa tamle eholo so aye ku eti ye sempeni fo no so mo nya ready se kwa no mo be ya o mo be camera ni mum na passengers ye ho nto ye kakra enye sa e de oye ne packers ye e na de bre o ma
Mati eya sa ehono send sa number wi eso why na yenye ho adwuma. Good morning Ahimfie Anopa Ahimfie.
Ejo penny.
Bacho ye frozen.
Mapacho makati Friday machine.
Bacho meet you.
Na mapacho program na Korean. Sabi kafra onya brofo na be. Nti me na management so. Next time me mention good morning.
Bacho Martin.
Yeja. Mpocho wadi wodai. Oh, mamu kuma asem
me hoye.
Anọpa no don't take na mara kama asem.
Bacho meet you.
Mo mo hu mbodi biara, but me kan ka ho. Damo anyan kwanto pan no da bonem. Master, enimpo luku mu ho no. Man bi na ne ba ya ni hotu ade meshi ha. Motor accident, what shit maka na afi. Dan ko sele beneza don sha ho. Sprinter anya ma party da bode we ni kiniki. Oya ba sema. Yare ya tie me ni ada no. Na mo twem yem kura inde. Ako kejetie yin bi na reban. Toto na alfo nya da na obobo amawu. Boys na woje engine akwan. Na wo pa Arian kwanta to titrede. Arian kwa baby attention this. Nti da mo nkrofo aban no re ye ho den. Ensama ha henu minya pan na yaka. Na masre da makati. Ma ya me no bia me senche. Next time bia wo boto kali sikin. Mesra aban on mama ka che from one plan. Na one se ne pepe. Na one famre he I wo twi kati. No an kada ya to me 10% and 20%. Mo ka po ye admo we se ya stand so. O fi go mo do na se. Obede mu we hu de. Touch me say has me be matter. Me tia 80 cedi. Enti 10% na wada to me. I think na me be come. Okwa ka na me drive not in the na yen.
Yense ye da say point well noted. Anopa ahimfie 106.1 ahimfie TV. Riskane multi TV no. Wo hu de ka ni nyina. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes sir.
Kojo sa ko de ni ganko.
Sa ko de meet you.
You. Mamantia Ashanti Kuka. Or the Okokua Pia, maybe will be Amchiana.
Right.
Na yes. Na Chama Uzu and Panson, she has a Chama for our Bakula, na lawyer can see Bunzu Chichi as a secretary about Shantarini. Na Kakra Kojume Mekanze. Uti Abronye a Yaboy, and after your market there. Koju. Also Abronye Zakasan after ruling. No, you see some more court on the intimate was the move. By ruling baby, they are bit my action again. Fine. Abronye yaw they can say it's sense and I can't some clear our PBS because you and some be NDC man and another down Kokufa to work with Yemuno. No, some be NDC for Kafan, a big quarter TV so I said and then I make or already what chance to say already demonstration, come say already cool and Adam home. And Tonche will be TV to say already play now play them for class. Otukonyo na nado de bar and the bond you mukuno. Some I just have to be out. Now will be out no one year on can't answer me on the president and I can't will be a threatening. Now yet me kwachem so be grab on ya kwachiwa yam police ya the national security near you and one quadenta near the course I was the court 9 on. And don't tell you claim obit because Dumsa is back. Nania kwacheno. Oh, will be a Dania, yes, see, and another time I dined to a pro, no book could try the Bani Aquachin. It would be to Tanya we were. And any bread will be the kind. Something after your market car, and something with Gnass or the any bread at the Casa. So be Dumso is back. What are the Dumsa about a toy? Can you immediately walk a flat to some 3 times? Another video could not 20 the whole 2017. I'm talking about boom with Danny. And so by 1 year and what to can come near Boom Camera and say, you tear about the Nia Canyon, you tear about the what are the Dumso Levy as Haba, you talk Petro, I could talk about you tear 1 city or so. Out of one gallow to 46 and then I can was a what time to win in the NPP for let's say you.
Thank you. 0242 77 2025. Good morning.
Good morning, Anna.
Bacho Michel, I don't know if you soon meet you.
I'm a friend of Ashanti, so
me too.
I did a Munyana as a man who I know dear, no, it's really really down. Oh, I don't go to an afternoon. Bawumia pretty in a place idea. I'm Mokara.
Medase, Anopa Ahimfi, a Freminana Quaju Janswag. Michiao. Hello. Okay.
106.1 Ahimfi FM.
Good morning.
Me Joshua.
Yeah. The Kwame Sapo. The Cassette and Tayo.
Kwame meet you.
You don't have them boss one.
Boss one meet you.
I can't now. I love it now. No, when you cook a cassette, much we. It's already tasting the honor. I say, up I know one who could not tell you. The other night, I don't know how you. And yeah, come there. Ukisa up I don't know you go to you daddy. No, my you know, from a car. Not I to say, I come there to you. I'm a all at the time. Every year, dear, my master. I don't want to you know, only a person of the character. And so, they're gonna agree. I feel for the master.
That's it. That's it. Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Calling from Accra.
Accra. Which part of Accra?
Yeah. But let me kind of say, I got Ghana, Yenya Chumta. It's another bank of Kufa or Danko, and another bino. Not as on any partner. And someone this before can yet him the dear near my bata, ye will man you know. And so, yeah, 12 o'clock baby. Mahama or chance to father and I say, I find your market and some more kind. Yeah, and all the kind. I got a yachum. And yet, a queer number of money. I see a penny per year and a tiny pebinum. Kufa, the name of your money and Nema is a sumbo pa, a woman. A diet cassia, final, it is a name of the brain, or yea, as ye near free. Attempted. Mommy, I should ye pa, what dear Koso, my moon, a copy of the boko, a copy of this day, yes. And here my backsan, a Koso, my ye can watch a man, yeah, bet you. We will get it ready to catch us there. So, come here about a two NPP station here, Cassassi, and Kamudi NPP for them. Ghana, Mushay, the one and Yamia, Pishuba, Bayer, Super, away, Bunya, away, as you. Bye bye.
Yeah, that's it. Let's pick two calls. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Bachana, Apoma.
Who are you, Pa? You're frozen.
Bachana, the Teresa.
Teresa meets you, man. So, mommy.
You are a federal markings or a penny. It is sometimes no or casa no who say, and the boom a mine. It's as a or casano ye, it no, Ceciana or no ADD at Temono. Or that pese or be who the blue business or no so ADD penny be at Temana. And yen a dessa into a sromo, or we am penny for or more chastre, ama yen beboon, yes, ye diso, into no more casa yes, realmo, or mon casa ye, medasi.
All right, yes, yeah, that's a final call. Good morning.
No, good morning.
Good morning, but you want to say?
That's all. What are my? We are taxi driver. Friend, no weapon. Because if we are breaking, man.
No weapon, meet you.
And I already shroud. Me a young guy, pa, na me chill for Fidada Musa, na Babu Musa, me the shoe. And I gonna am Penacruz. Me, my man is within the club and me tear, be me to say, and the Penacro, my Abronye Casa, okay, yeah, Mabunia, and Yanka Casabu. And a two, Adaromata, road night, quite a cheap and so on. And I want the idea of the Kunipa when we are into no more, whatever.
All right, yes, yeah, that's it. Yeah, EDC. If you are your
Nana, you call, wait a minute, can maybe cap a chicken, but maybe Abronye deep. Nana, politicians, Ghana, no mudia. So much as a Ghana, who per se your mudia, Muntono Munchiaka, young fear, ye chafan to coin. Because and I Abronye and to send this for Kakamunana. And I enkaya mia. anke sam nke ye kan kase ya ye kan no ase ye pache say ebi mu eye ni pache bi emoja na ewe ye nyina ye mu na no na ewe mu na ye hwe say tama Abronye sha ase say o kasa no odi atem no afenyo markings sa tam na wasan ka fra Abronye na otunufo NPP empanyufo sa tam na wasam fra no na mutunufo enti kasa we a okan ye no ene ye manu krokra phones omko social media enti sa kasa hodo a politicians ye ka ni nyina no ye nji ntuma na se ye hu se enkra na isua ho enti die ne ye de hye emofra na omu bani mu
right
ye edidi atam ne ye de hye wo mu eni enti na Abronye BNI so oda no ehwa nye nsawam obi dansawam obi case ana obi asam a wokan ye no eti sa Abronye de no odansawam enti nyame kra ye na adum BNI so kra de minim se bia esi kra be wo MPP for nyanti atemu no muti atemu no Abronye enye nipa nchen omugu ensawom no.
Right, Kofi.
Okay. Now a quick one. Yenhwe traffic management system na edi ho common. Currently, okwasa for VIP for now. Omo the one lane at the IS station. Ho no mo load cars. And peak hours no e hustle traffic no ano den pa. Right. Now back to hate speech a ye kan ho asem kasachichie a ya manyofon eye no eye ya na ya ma saa nioma no atoaso party ni mu achitafo no instead say ye be face reality ni aka no kre no akere omo no omo a but MPP should be very careful especially in the Ashanti region.
Abusia ye damu nyina mase from anopani nyina moni atena ha sa yedamase nso se maje ahemfi atum nyame nhyira mo pa mungusu ana mo nhwe maka chem se kakra sa eguso ye na notes ne social issues ne news o ma be kan yensa ne etimedie edwumedie no atoaso nti ebeguso abonyum ebeguso amwo hu se nyoma owia de kan ne nyina nso okoye Facebook ahemfi media edaho na wakwa akohwe wa wantimi anhwe ni nyina na wakwa akohwe bi ye de SFs nso beto na won so ntema woka nso ye de bi beto na wahu se ahemfie ya ba atnase ye beguso asom ye no nso be adwuma o problem bia nso anamba na ye de tu dwa na ofresi so no ofre production team no obepeke na ya na ye pese wo ya fa picture ena to be obi se wo be ha kwan bia abu da bi enye ni nyina na betimi aba ho nti se kwan bia abu a na watwa ho mfonyini videos now they are sending
who have to, especially the premise that you've set that Abronye attacked my boss. Of course, Ken Ejapon, I still speak for him, and there's been a series of attacks and whatsoever. But
we see a new development on Abronye case. Say atemu ana say ni judge ni be kan say yemfa Abronye enkonko hye aban kukum kopim say na asem no a eda court no yebedi awie no asem do beto dwana manfo bebre no eka ho asem say atemu na no ohyedodo ana say de judge ni be kan ye no ano ohyedodo MPP for kasa ho bebre enkrofo bebre enso ebe kan ho asem say enkani say judge ni yesa new development abane say kwasi kwatin oye spokesperson edima honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan osanso kiremra eyemra nimni mapa odi asem no mu nkyerkyere mu abade nam soma judge ni ndi kasa de judge ni gina so emra crowd gina so edibusa atan no wodi ni nyina tudwa a wakyerkyere asem no mu yie pa ehu ba hia so betie bi nti ye nsemra ne yebebo awuram na yatie enkomo no a kwasi kwati edi ye no ni nkyerkyere mu odi ba ye no na mika usa ha eken ba TV subscribe share video no like it. Now comment nso ma yehu e wo comment section as nti yense merele yonko na yonko tie kwasi kwatin nkyerkyere mu a odiba ye efa Abronye case no a ya remind no kopim say ye bedi na asem awie no yonko tie emra.
I find myself in a completely difficult position.
Yeah, I can see.
One who have to, especially the premise that you set that Abronye attacked my boss. Of course, Ken Ejapon, I still speak for him. And there's been a series of attacks and whatsoever. But coming here, I chose to come on one main basis. That first of all, my fidelity is to the law and the facts. Other than that, there wouldn't be any point to even attempt in the name of party politics or party communication to come and defend what ordinarily you may have reservations on. I mean, I want to give you some example beyond the Abronye case. Recall the Agrada case, Agrada incident. I have not read her charge sheet, but last time I was discussing with my students, I teach students law and ethics, so I'm sure even as I sit here to comment on this, the expectation also is high. Very high.
You are teaching as well?
Yes, I'm teaching as well. And so they'll be marking me whether the things I tell them in the classroom reflects in my political and daily life. But I want to create some kind of connection or relation with the Agrada issue, for instance. Remember the case before the court then. My students tell me, I've not had the opportunity to read the charge, but my students tell me, usually we discuss some of these matters. They said the case was about two individuals or complainants who said Agrada has defrauded them. I think one to the tune of 500 cedis, another to the tune of 200 cedis. But yet the judge initially awarded or convicted Agrada for about 15 years. In such situation, one can clearly see that the charge has gone beyond the facts before him or her in the court, and now imported the character of Agrada inside the court, so far as the matter is being heard. And so when that happens, your fidelity may not necessarily be to the law. And it's understandable. The judges are human beings. They watch TV, they watch social media, they listen to the commentaries around, they hear this, they hear that. And so there is a temptation for you to import certain matters that is not before you, and then mischaracterize the person and base your judgment on that. So there is that tendency. And I see the same thing being played out in the Abronye incident. I have the ruling here by court, and if I am permitted to, just a portion. Is that the court is of the view that when granted bail, the accused will commit further offenses. Please, the key word here that I want us to learn here is will. The court is of the view that when granted bail, the accused will commit further offenses. This court specifically relies on section 96(5)(c) and D of Act 30 of 1960. Now let's refer to the Act and then look at whether indeed that was the position of the law. If you look at the Act 30, section 96(5)(c), it talks about section 96(5)(c) provides that the court shall refuse to grant a bail if it is satisfied that the defendant may not appear to stand trial, may interfere with the witness or the defendants in any way hamper police investigation. The C, where the judge benchmark the decision on, may commit a further offense when on bail. Now, this one uses may. So when you are convinced that the accused person may commit an offense, when giving bail, you have the discretion not to grant the bail. But in this circumstance, the judge does not even say may. The judge says the court is of the view that when granted bail, the accused person will commit further offenses. In this instance, the judge has even moved from the requirement of the provision in under section 96(5)(c), which even uses may. May is speculative. As soon as you use will, then it presupposes that you are very conclusive and you are damn sure that the guy will commit an offense.
But is there not precedence? Exactly. Is there not precedence to this? Because we know also that he was standing trial in a similar case.
If I am allowed to land, I knew all these questions were coming. You see, it is based on the precedence, right?
Yes.
I'm coming. No two ways about it. It is based on the precedence. That is why the section, the Act 1990, Act 30, Section 96(5)(c), provides that the accused may means that there is a possibility that the person could do it. But as soon as you say well, then you are definitely sure that the person is going to do it. And well means that you have to provide basis upon which that determination or that the wording will is used. And the judge is not in the position to do that. Probably, even at worst, has to be the prosecutor. The prosecutor may even have to say that, well, we believe that he will do that.
But that was the prosecutor's argument in court.
No two ways about that. But it's not the prosecutor's argument, that is the judgment. The judgment of the court, the judges use will. And I'm saying that the use of the will is completely prejudicial. Now, I'm going to look at the merit of the ruling before I come to Afenyo's issue. I'm not going to run away from it. And I'm saying that from the ruling here, if you use will, you have to provide basis, enough evidence to support that claim that indeed you are damn sure that he will do that. If even the provision of the act uses may. So on what basis will the judge go beyond may and say that will? As soon as you say will, then you have to provide evidence to support that. And you are not the prosecutor, you are a judge. So on what basis, where are you going to get the evidence? That is why other school of thought believe that the use of will put the judge in a prejudicial state. Believe me, if the judge had used may, which is the requirement and the standard set out under section 96(5)(c) of Act 80, I wouldn't probably have even come for the show. Let's move to the next thing. So the judge was prejudicial, and as soon as you become prejudicial, you see the honorable is laughing.
So if I get your point, well,
no,
you feel like
was wrong.
No, so you feel like he's imported other things out of the case based on the accused person's personality and previous conduct.
Exactly.
And has based that to judge on the matter.
That is the basis, that is the only reasonable conclusion upon which anybody will say that, well, it makes sense for the judge should have used well. Other than that, on what basis will you say that? So, and you see, in even reading 96(5)(c) of Act 30, you also have to make recourse to the provisions of the Constitution and Article 19. Article 19 is very succinct, expressly clear that every accused person will be presumed innocent until proven guilty. It is on the basis why Martin Kwebu won his case when it comes to this bail stuff. So at every point, you look at the same provision under Section 96. It talks about the fact that bail, at no point should you use bail as a basis of punishment.
But does it matter that on the 13th of April, he was granted police inquiry bail after being found to have allegedly committed the same offense. So there is some history to this.
No two ways about that.
It's not coming out of the blue.
No two ways. I'm saying that it is not in the place of the judge to make that pronouncement that he will. At best, the judge could have said he may. This is what we are talking about. It is not in the place of the judge to state that the guy will do that. If you do that, then you have to support by evidence. But you are not the prosecutor, so why are you going to provide the evidence? You are the arbiter. And mind you, as soon as the guy comes before you, the accused comes before you, he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. But here is a judge who then, goes about probably looking into the history. I'm sure he's social media friendly, so he has been looking at the things Abronye has been saying, whether against the clergy, whether
based on that
to import Abronye's personality into the facts presented before him.
What is your position? What's your position on Apenyo Markin's comments to the judge?
Leave the me and we'll go to the
Honorable, don't worry.
That's why you guys speak.
No, I can see why. I give him my time.
What's your position? I mean, the Ghana Bar Association, they've come out to say it
you asked me my position.
I want to give a proper context to it. You're a law lecturer, like
yes, I teach law in ethics.
Yeah. So, what do you agree with anything that the member of parliament for?
Let me not necessarily narrow it down to Mr. Markin. Let me even broaden the scope. That if any commentary that cross. I'm not running away.
We talk about Apenyo Markin.
Oh,
that's why we are here.
He's interrupting me. Honorable is interrupting me. Honorable MP is interrupting me. He's spoiling my flow. Please caution him.
But let's limit it to Apenyo.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's a political platform. Yes, Apenyo inclusive. I'm saying that if any comment, you see, first of all, judges are not beyond criticisms, and we must not misconstrue criticisms or judicial accountability to mean an attack on the judiciary. But at the same time, we must also be measured. I teach law and ethics, and of course, at every point, I tell my students that even in criticizing the judgment of the court, you have to do it in the matter of dignity and decorum and respect to the court. So any comment by whosoever individual, whether it's Apenyo Markin, for instance, some of the comments that was made, whether it was President Mahama, I mean, comments have been made in the past that we are coming to clean the judiciary. I mean, MDs, you have that history. I'm coming. Oh, honorable, stop this my fool. Remember, Dr. Kwambeje, you said there are many ways of killing a cat. Comments like what the current majority leader said, that he doesn't think there is any knowledgeable person at the Supreme Court. These are all comments, even including the one recently said by Apenyo Markin. If you take all these comments and put them before the table, I do not support any comment that personalize an attack or personalized issues on the judiciary. Because as a lawyer and as a citizen of Ghana, first of all, my fidelity is to the law and to the justice system. And I mean, I am always biased towards protecting state institutions. This is my view. They are the state institutions are run by human beings. They are not run by angels. They are not run by robots. So certainly you may get some infallibilities and excesses. No two ways about that. But when those excesses or infallibilities are, even the law itself envisage that. That is how come it gives records that you can go for appeal, you can go even as high as to the Supreme Court to the extent that you can even go for review. So there are processes laid down for that. As soon as that process is coming, then it presupposes that even the law envisages that there could be that human infallibilities and errors in the judicial system, just like I pointed out from the judgment. But your reaction to such thing in an attempt to demand accountability must not necessarily be an attack.
So do you support the parliamentary probe into the comments and conduct of the minority leader?
No, I do not. You see,
but how can you on one breath say that it is concerning for the judiciary and to an extent delegitimizes the court and not support an inquiry into ensuring that some of these things
remember what the premise I gave was a general premise. So I was not necessarily particular about
of which Abronye was part of.
Yeah, it was a general
premise. So it means that it applies to his case as well.
Obviously, I mean the case of majority leader.
So then how come you don't support a probe to address this?
This is what I believe. You see, we should not reduce Parliament. We should be very mindful of that. That balance has to be there. When we need to be very careful of that, so that we reduce Parliament to a chamber that police speeches of criticisms against the judiciary. We must be very mindful of that. Parliament is an institution, it has its own mandate. Of course, I mean, it has its disciplinary chamber, disciplinary committee on oversight and blah, 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 blah. I mean, if the judge today or the judiciary today feels that what Markin said is in contempt of the court, they have that power to summon him before the court and answer to why he should not be held liable for contempt. Such institution is there, which is the judiciary, I mean, created by the law, and the law gives them that prerogative of that powers. I am not interested in over politicization of some of these matters. But to the extent that you reduce Parliament to a chamber or an institution that polices people's speech on criticisms against
I'll let you respond to that, but I want to come to Koshi briefly. But in a nutshell, you agree Honorable Abronye Markin crossed the line. Very briefly, this is a yes or no answer.
Oh, why am I under cross-examination? I'm not able to know. Especially under cross-examination.
Your students are watching. And they want to know your position. So it's a simple answer.
No. Why do you ask me a question and give me how to respond?
Your students are watching. Because you've explained that, like he and many others, is not the best. Because if I get you correctly, it delegitimizes the court.
That's our answer. I don't think you are being fair to Ken today. He's not even mentioning anything.
I want to
I don't think it's fair to well, judicial independence and public accountability are not enemies. The two can go together. But at the same time, we must also ensure that even if you look at the Act 32, that is the Legal Professions Act and the LI 2423. I mean, it requires lawyers to demonstrate the highest form.
So Abronye was wrong. He wasn't wrong.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm never saying he was wrong. I am saying that at the end of the day, judicial independence and public accountability are not enemies. But in demanding accountability from the judiciary system, especially from such patent error of law, which people may perceive that is political. I mean,
some people say he's trying to overcompensate for supporting your candidate and trying to catch the eye of Bawumia.
Yes.
Have you heard those comments?
You see, let me answer it. I mean, such things.
Did he support your campaign?
I'm coming.
Was he part of the Kennedy campaign?
Openly, I wouldn't say so.
But how about behind closed doors?
No. You see, me, I'm a very I like to engage issues, right? Yeah. I like to engage issues. You see, from the figures that we had from his constituency, it appears
he supported your campaign.
It appears so, but openly he demonstrated his posture as a neutral person, and of course became a leader of the party as he's supposed to be.
And in closed doors.
And he spoke
He spoke about. You see, it is not in dispute that he has relationship with Ken.
Yes.
And Ken is a party
member.
So
did he support? He can have a relationship with Ken and not support the campaign.
He said for what Ken did for him. Personally.
Oh, if the records are there, then why are you asking me? The records are
because thank you very much. But you wouldn't answer whether he was wrong. And that is on record. You didn't answer whether he was wrong or right.
I am telling you that what he did was demanding judicial accountability, which is within his right as a citizen.
Did he do it in the right way or in the wrong way?
The court has the power to determine.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll come back to you. Because let me just get your.
A few moments later.
All right, I was going to say, a free police custody, no, not just say MPP for no, ye chibi rum, and now in Sembia or more Ekeka or social and media and so. And they and Abronye Yamani bill condition 100,000 Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. And they say, no, the answer obey me T bill no na or free police custody. Now, lady that's your friend Mahama Aminat, a bimuso friend Akosia Sewa Minat, at a senin sema waka afa President John Dramani Mahama home threatening Bia as a all canon. Ama IGP cyber vetting and enforcement team action. Now ye video 19th May 2026 ya.
Na ye see yen so some so because mo kwaje mo damadro no no ye no. Na na watching by and a musi from gra to say a quarter bottle yira. By this time around na ye who say painful kwasiafo bi na hyamochi ye mu yodum say mommra na mombedi e frag bear atem no ye donya pon se mudi say be twa mo kwasia mpani dwo Mahama no moment me nkodi na atem on the name of say what so much what mo say mbebie aye de egu abenkwam mo ayo soro ha say atopa bone na pantan soro ha say kwati pani na odi si ho na so odi bu man no. Why na sebi or NPP party mo or the mama no so was saying na obeka mo kwasiafo mo hu free strong man Master Adams in US blogger and on kwasiafo DJ na no chaka na no mu kan say o ha bin no obeta on bra mbedi atem majimi wo so mo kujo Mahama maya wo hu mo kujo Mahama maye ni ye wanjai say o di ani odi ye fa matiu maka omu abra kura yenku wi anade yenku ku nipa na yenku di ne yire kwasea peni na
enti ohwa asem na nipa na pen ho asem to say ne nkwada ba adibuo die politics nti asai both MPP ni NDC a chese yachi ababa wai enti ye hwe se MPP for ekwa beli na na so mbeka na asem ama no if you say or the Ura John Bodu a picture and out on the page or TikTok our no Bawumia ba and not just say or MPP ni mapa say or MPP ni no use on picture so there any omwa asem nti Abronye case no MPP for ko go court ama ni bill ni ntie nsem o mo kan any lawyers nsem
Tumatam ya da sampam atam na mudidi ya modie power no sa na yeso ya be ya ada Abronye wa kudi pa na Kavitela mafana ma Supreme Court amebɔ ne powder amebɔ ne shile ana ofu brain koye na ni denyo da so didi ɔmampanyi kufu atem dia asem na wapi abeka sa President Mahama kobiensa wom President Mahama kobiensa wom and ya ne dia da ye jana ye wo china wallahi na sida la
arrest abomu hu ana
emoye hu aboye hu akameka sa onko biensa wom sa aboye hu a aka me say President Mahama omunko biensa one DC for omunko biensa wom eboye hu wa he
asema o kan wa ye ready
dey ready ma ye ready me so omunko biensa wom ye nsuro na nsuro chira ye nsuro say na omu ye Kavitela aye ye omanpanyi kufuo Kavitela wanye omanpanyi kufuo wananu ye onye ye no untie omandidi judges atem ye former Supreme Court President Mahama nkoyi wo afran se Kavitela wanye ye judges no ye wo no Kavitela ya fana ma Supreme Court ya me born powder ani ye gya no Abronye de oyde monko bie nsa wo me ya beba ye ya ne de ye ngya ye be sampam bia mamo sa na mo de gye power no yesu ye be gye hyemo ne de agye power otuko na sa na na do ne ku ne yire basintali odi prako atu ne nsa bonkunwe odi nsa esiwe sa Bawumia no sa Bawumia che no Bawumia che na Bawumia no esu nipa owu Bawumia na esu nipa owu president Mahama omo nyanya ma na wo wo sabi anya twitwa na wo wo hey mama ye play konko bia nsa wom
free say Ghana but first na ye ma issues body ye ma bi but e drew baby no e see issue bia wo Ghana bia assembly that to so bia e billable offense enti wo hwe misdemeanor bone wo say bone no categories wo misdemeanor that's the least bone obetimi aye enti say judge ga say obi a committee misdemeanor enti one man no bill na e happy enti ye nyina aba say ba bidi wo nti because mu am wo ha obi abetima follow victim misdemeanor freedom of expression na say judge because was doing too much I was saying you need to meet here esi abontinate the court lawyer no and a judge no and now President Mahama himself the air course we message is superior and your judge President Mahama and I'm here not
na adenti na munyina mo de support President Mahama
because 2022 President Mahama through krata I think say 11 February 2022 what through krata ka say one more year this almost that time omunyina ye na na kufuado and I'm here chin central for editor na say na wonso aba ne ye chobi tumu dia say nyama and e won one
adenti na mo de support
of course one one this one born who first ebe na kufuado the president was so be central ni bi e be chi ni bia no president kufuado na me ya che no na wonya na ya tete kwa asem me wi ametima say this letter ni dia ma 11 February 2022 was it Bobian or recall Bobian say Captain Smart na ya tete o mo say president kufuado na me ye chi wo you don't know a here fan crata or evidence or was president for the mass order but we see here was what bad presidency here change for freedom of expression now directly the President Mahama na me achi and President Mahama must stop behaving like a tyrant in democracy yanko to abasi ye tyrant ye to abasi ye democrat but yes and ye use some years now you are behaving like a tyrant as a yanko to abasi you coup maker that tendency the woman so jai
Sir, President Mahama so ni mu here. I'm gonna say now, the Republican, but you want to represent the Republic. Who is the Republic in this particular matter? Sir, Judge, you want to go for the personal lawyer. The Attorney General is represented, and the Attorney General is the one fighting the bill. And therefore, you cannot tell me in any way that President Mahama. President Mahama, like my boss said, oh yeah, tyrant too much. He's vindictive. He's a danger to our democracy. President Mahama cannot get his way from this. The youth of this country must rise. Don't forget, from us they are coming to you. And remember, when it happens that way, this country is no more.
But
you don't believe in separation of powers. What is separation of powers in this matter? What is the separation of power in this matter? The Attorney General is speaking about this. He's saying that they will make sure that they prevent anybody who is seeking to plunge this country into chaos. And therefore, if you say anything and it does not tally with law, they will take you on your telling me about separation of powers. What is separation in this? President Mahama is acting in turn and we must condemn him. It is dangerous and it is not helping our democracy. He must wise up as a president. We voted for him to protect us and not to do this to us. But he has not committed any grave crime.
Do you think it is really appropriate?
So let me ask you, okay, very well. President Mahama has done even worse, calling the Supreme Court NPP judges. They should arrest him first. Thank you.
No more quiet.
Charlie, they are moving.
What's your reaction to this? So get a reaction from
Can I hear someone? Put down.
As I told you yesterday, that the court asked for a short adjournment based on the plea on from the Attorney General that they needed to study the reports. The court obliged to it and said today for the bail application to be heard. Indeed, the counsels for Mahama Abronye moved the application, and the Attorney General did not oppose to the application, which for us, we felt that it could have been done yesterday. Because if they were going to go and come back and say that they have no objection to the application, why didn't they do it yesterday? But be as it may, the court has granted the bail application, subject to some condition that the court has set, which should not be a problem for the accused. So we are happy that this justice has been served, and we have been very consistent from day one that this is a case of misdemeanor, which a bill should not have been an issue at all at the circuit court. But as the trial died at the circuit court did, which we had to come back to the High Court. Indeed, we find the conduct of the trial judge as unacceptable, in some extent a misconduct. And it's not something that we are going to just let go. We are filing a petition to the Chief Justice for Justice Num Kuson to be removed from the case of the Republic versus Abronye, because we believe that he has taken stand in the case, and he cannot be a judge in his own case, and therefore justice will be well served when the case is given to a different judge to look into the matter. General, so that's what happened.
What meaning did you read into the Attorney General's position of the fact that they could have done this not to get from application? What meaning did you read into?
Well, it's something that they can answer for themselves, because they understand that in the case of misdemeanor, bail conditions or bail application is not a major issue. It's not even an issue. Even conviction in the case of misdemeanor, there are cited authorities to the effect that the person need not to be in prison but may be subjected to a fine. So, if even in conviction, the person will be subjected to a fine, why did you remand the person? Why did you remand the person? But at least we are happy that justice has been served, and that's what we expect. That is what we expect.
You said you are going to petition the Chief Justice.
Yes.
When do you intend to do that?
We are going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, the New Patriotic Party will file a petition against the Circuit Court at 9 for misconduct. The judge for Circuit Court 9 for misconduct. Thank you very much.
So that's
can I say, and I back court no eka say we two asem no e dey abandon. Ne nya say na Attorney General say yama ne mre na ontimi steady proceedings no. Court ne tiase say enra ene ne de emunwa ti entiase ama yesu etiase. Ti ene ye ba ya lawyers a omutwitwaje enwa Kwame Bafo aka Abronye no a movie application say court no enhwe na on granting the bill and nam say ensema omode ada court ensema mood na court no so share no Attorney General esoye ka say oni assembly aka na o oposi ema court no gina so a grant enua Kwame Bafo Abronye bill ewo ehihye bi a court no de aka ho a no enya ade ebedi ye ka ni nyawi a MPP party ne nja asem no to osa e say jaja enam no sunti enne ya begina ha no ye tro kata afa no da koma Chief Justice say judge no say bi asem no wa kire say owo asem no ho interest na say bi wa wontimi nya jaja wo asem ho interest nti so otwe no ho e say ekwan a ofa so remande Abronye no ensem fata enuti ena china ye di asem no kwakoda Chief Justice say ye nyi judge ni free asem no say be ya no credit no any prepare ye e be ye madam asem
on Friday it matters like this being or not can't refuse at all because even after conviction being or not like and based upon the decision of the court. I mean, even upon conviction, there ought not to be a detention of the person. There ought to be only sentenced to a fine. And if sentenced to a fine is one ordinarily ought to apply, then clearly it becomes improper that the person, upon arraignment before the court, should be detained for about 2 weeks. And in this case, he has already spent 9 days and 8 nights. That for me is very, very unhealthy for our democracy.
But this is not the first time that we are witnessing such a thing. What do you think should be done? In fact, you were the former Attorney General. What do you think should be done generally in order to address this particular challenge?
Clearly, I mean, you see that in the case of Abronye, even the facts did not even fit the time. I felt that the facts before which is arraigned before the court clearly did not even warrant the issue of criminal proceedings. You see, if you examine the charge sheet carefully, you notice that the complaint of the police was about the derogatory nature of the West News. It is about the derogatory nature or abusive nature of West News. And the course of action lies in the civil realm for defamation. It ought not to be a basis for the institution of criminal proceedings. I think there's been a gross abuse of section 207 and 208 by this government, and it's all because they just want to muzzle people and prevent the free expression of news and all. That, for me, is very, very principle, and all right-thinking members of society ought to really speak against it. The government ought to put a stop to it.
Thank you.
It militates against our democracy.
Is it your view that?
I think that we are. Government is being overly and unnecessarily sensitive to matters that are not relevant. Because I can see why, with all the development of this country that we've gone through, government wants to bring back the criminalization of speech. I don't think that it is right. And I will thank our lawyers for standing firm to ensure that Abronye is released. I think that it's important that we, as citizens of our country, don't allow government to excessively use powers against its own citizens. How can any government wet its sword, say that somebody is saying that Dunso is back and is arrested? If Dunso is not back, put on the lights. Is that also a crime to do so? So I think that it's important. We've seen a lot of these things, and I think that government itself should know that they are digging their own grave. These are reasons why we vote against government, and they are continuing it. I don't think that it is right for this country.
Let me thank the new Patriotic Party. First, let me thank His Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and his hard-working former Vice President, and then the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party, His Excellency Dr. Bawumia. Thank all the MPP police station executives, electoral area coordinators, constituency executives, and then the regional executives and the national executives, which I, Alhaji Masaudi, aka Chairman Buba, is the national third vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Seeing us here, in fact, it was stated and a worry issue that lead us to see us here living everything, even though we have elections or police station to be conducted in the entire nation. That we leave it. In fact, we are here yesterday and today. We are here because of our Bunu regional chairman Abronye DC. That is the reason why we are here. So, the day 2 weeks ago has been called to report in the High Court here. Abronye willingly reported as the law mandated, and there was a judge, or there was a judgment that Abronye should be remanded 2 weeks. This is where the matter did not suit the New Patriotic Party and the family of Abronye. So we took a step to come, and we're questioning the credibility of the judge, as everybody knows that as a citizen of Ghana, his fundamental right is supreme, and every citizen in Ghana here per the Constitution has right to bail. And we don't understand why a judge will pronounce someone guilty when the court of competent jurisdiction did not. Because until when someone will be guilty, everybody is innocent unless, in fact, the court of competent jurisdiction pronounce the person guilty. So, we think that Abronye, even whatever reason, Abronye have right for a bail. So yesterday, the court should have, or that day, the court should have granted him a bail, and the party and Abronye family are ready to provide any bail condition that has been made to Abronye. But that doesn't happen. Unconstitutionally, this judge have looked upon the law, disrespect the law, remand Abronye for 2 weeks without any tangible reason. So today, yesterday, the reason why yesterday we were so angry, and we think that the fundamental right of NPP is now getting it's now getting worse, because it seems NDC are trying to violate our constitutional right. Yesterday, they served us a letter by saying that they are bringing Abronye to court, criminal court 2. All of us and Abronye lawyers know that we are coming to criminal court 2 for Abronye case. Just to wake up, all of us were gathered yesterday. We were at criminal court 2 when we sat there about 2 hours before the registrar told us that the matter has been shifted from criminal court 2 to criminal court 3. So we're wondering why this case, how can a court of competent jurisdiction do that? Just for them to say it was a mistake. So when we went to the court 3, Abronye yesterday were nowhere to be found. So it was like, we think yesterday it was they pretend to just punish Abronye, to let Abronye sleep there, just for no reason. And what we're asking is that, this judge, are you speaking from the law, or are you doing all this because of somebody's personal interest? That is why we're telling the judge that we will not respect the judge, because if a judge of a court allow himself instead of him to exhibit professionalism, and he allow himself for his competence and now his intellectual, now it has been compromised by government of the day. His credibility now becomes into question. That is why today we were saying that this judge, we don't respect him, and we wouldn't have respect for him. This is the part of the judges. Let's come to the substantive issue about the NDC. We are sending, yesterday I said it, we are sending signal to John Dramani Mahama that whatever he is doing today, we are recording it. If it is devastated words, people in the NDC have said a words to extend. Some of them, Sami Jamfi, Otukono, and so on and so forth, they said a word that would even break this country. Because they said, Akufo-Addo, the president, has killed his wife. This is a murder case. To just listen to what these people say, who are thinking John Mahama as a president, as a statesman, he will condemn what his this member said. John Mahama came clear. He came clear and told us that in terms of violence, what his people say, he support them, because we should know that they are coming from revolution. He said in terms of violence, nobody can beat NDC. This is a president who said this. Instead of you to say, in terms of development, nobody can beat NDC. But you, as a statesman, said it categorically that in terms of violence, and the president said in terms of violence, nobody can beat them. Yes, John Mahama, we heard that you said in terms of violence, nobody can beat you. But no, whatever you are going to do, the other party too are capable of doing it. So, after this, he even told us that we should know that their party is from revolution. And I'm reminding the judges should know, in fact, the NDC, if judges were to hate any political party in Ghana here, the judges should have paid NDC, because NDC was the first political party led by Fly Lieutenant Jerry John Rollins that killed, that murder judges without any reason. Look, in fact, we can see the evidence here. The judges will look at the status here. The 3 people that have been murdered, who murdered them? They have been murdered by NDC. Who was the PNDC chairman? Is it not Rollins? Who was the NDC president? Is it not Rollins? The political ideologies that Rollins used to form the PNDC is the same political ideologies that has formed NDC. It's just the P. It's just the P that they take it out and leave the NDC.
Abronye Fahundie Amano, Yaba Court, High Court 3, Etimam granted bail Ama, Yabono Regional Chairman Kwame Bafo Abronye. So we are happy for coming today to have that bail, no, a granted Ama MPP for any Ghana for you.
Now, over to me, I can be on more some conditions near.
Okay, condition Abronye the particulars, and I am funny say the passport or the passport about court registrar, okay. And 2 surety with 100,000 and on a bill condition. But idea Yanin Jihone say Omantiman fa Abronye amba Nra omo deny no sa right no neso omo deny no. Nti ohona wobehu say a political prosecution enye law no omodi edwuma so what I say we no nipa bia osusu say opese oka Abronye kasa ehye mu so enu nti no omoye saba Abronye will not be cow, MPP will not be cow, so what I say oman na ebu enye nipa otan na edibu oman edia at some na NDC for an country former president Kufuor, former president Akufo-Addo. Nti oman she said the oman shawunsa as a leader you need to govern na oman for no the omo hia ne say omo light bill bebefum omo aduane business bekoso rent bebefum so what I say na say ubu oman na o say dollar abegina 1 cedi na dollar agina 1 cedi a rent no ko rent dan a ekosoro ukoto bibia ekosoro en na ye say ubu oman so they fail nti Abronye no mo pese o mo fa cover up de o mo ye bia no mo de akwachi Abronye say oman no o mo pese Ghana for su ahu Ghana for na atie say MPP tam oman no ayehye no mo to aba ma NDC Ghana for no so mo sutim yinyina ahu de esi.
A little bit away from where no Kevin Taylor any say wabe kasa o say obia ni one mo betimi atuni papa no ankasa oba eyo man as we NPP ni though one also claim say we a member of the NPP party e dey na work yes asem.
I'm sending this warning to him say he never been an MPP member. Okay. Na papa Gabi Obuase obia nim Kevin Taylor papa onye MPP neither. Onye MPP neither. So what I say. So sane papa say Kevin Taylor say ne papa or kwako Sylvie no say yebetu na ade so a me tell no ono ne nyanse ne nyina ye akukọ. So what I say akukọ nyanse na ehye ne trim ondwen ye na ye plane so say ono obegu MPP obama MPP agu dey a wo sha say bie na no say obegu MPP no dey yeso ye sha say yebetu ne papa ade so. So I'm telling him more on fan kwahye obia or ahini bia and I say ohini bia say ohini no na epese etu ne papa because sa wo bapa na oba no oti ho o papa so ye ohini na wetima di wo ahimfu nyina Ghana not one tribe odidi Ashanti na atem wadidi ya na atem even chief imam wadidi na atem even your commissioner Muhammad sallallahu alaihi Kevin Taylor didi na atem nti sa nipa we oye nipa So we are ne papa wo no. O didi nkofo papa no matem na ne papa benefit no. So ne papa on deserve say obeye man hene ana say obeye bibi kura say ahemfie prapra Kevin Taylor na papa on deserve say he will be a ahemfie prapra. So what? Kevin Taylor ni suban ni ni ye and deserve say ne papa Gabi sebi o Gabi on deserve say ya na palace kwa ne papa be nipa wo prapra ho ana say ahemfie manhia ahemfie Kevin Taylor papa on deserve it.
We ka say Kevin Taylor na sebi o ebia wo ka nensem ewo social media no so na say wo ye ni media work na ne papa de wo si ni sewunti na mo drag no de ne ba asem we
ne papa na kire no de oya no
o nyina so bi sa
de enti na me nie ndina so didi atem no de enti na o mo samo ne papa o kan kire say ne obo ahemfo a o mo ho nyina say o mo agi bribe ono so evidence been no or say papa secretary no waji bribe. So me can't check Kevin Taylor say baby I will do no, that's a red line. So control. Look, I'm giving you this information. Kevin Taylor when near America, he's in Ghana here. I'm telling you a fact. Kevin Taylor is not in America. So I see by 22nd. Ne papa ya someone no akọ also okoho. Kevin Taylor is in Ghana here and we are monitoring him closely. I'm telling him we are monitoring him closely. So mom he said he can incite the youth of Ghana against MPP. So a Bema he should come out boldly send a year Ghana and this Abanso yet me peer abonte be tray agbe. You should come out, you shouldn't go behind security and going out of mischief and making noise. You should come out. So a Ghana ni. Ombra no nanti send a momo nanti mu ye mo adwuma pepre yo no. Ono so ombra. But we are daring himself. He's crossed a red line. Yeah, punishment here the man who say we need to me say ne papa Gabi someone no nka Kevin Taylor ya powerful and konka jam papa say menko I dare him should say that say me NDC me na me control everything me say ye Black Maria Jelly Bawa they all control Black Maria police ya you know my CID boss warning say ya nchi Abronye me ya yinedi ya chi Abronye. I'm also daring him say if it is a man enough so no ekobedu Taylor Senya kraman na abua na edi ne maame na omo wu na. Debi oh masa ada ne musuru asemsa. Listen. Ono we didi me twin sign that. Na President Kufuor masa let me tell you. Ano she President Kufuor Kevin Taylor na papa yanko ne former President Kufuor. Kevin Taylor na papa and asa ne maame ne yanko ne President Kufuor. But he insult him. But ye won kofo a wo mo huru no wo mo pagya no right na wo bi say ntesukuko no eni obi anum ana say ono wo didi atam nti obi ntimi ndidi atam ne papa me say ne papa ya na palace ne papa even prapra garbage won ntimi nya but he can insult ya na who is him wa kwa share ndi se chi no this ankwase asem no sa small girls are omudi atem no there by o catch say enkochi om enya sa
yeah that's
na se bi wo ho a wo hwe na se enkonkose ya ga na se enye yi afi na mom de e dangerous ne se me hu emrante no baako a na Samira Bawumia no ko ba bibia no odim bia ko na
Richard Yaboatin
nti won se da bia me ka kire se nipa no mo free 12 ko there must be some Judas eti ebinom bebedi nhwemo eti banyufo no hwe ne ko ne kokobua ye ha na me ka se wontimi nka se wo ye the base Ghana first ne enkonko ka se obi so ye the base movement ya woni ho nkwan wontimi nya sa na wodwe ko wo betimi ate party wo Ghana o as a party tie da form ana abrochirefo ni nipa binum ye se wo mo beboa nti obi a fi se oba be ye kakra bi na we di we aba hwete sam na kakra bi di wo mo Say Mr. Tibonsu no betie me ye dia. Omma enko odon so me kan so odon. Asen a kire no bag bi o madi ka dia ba. Oso okobie mu 18 wom. E kan wantade 60.
Say family zito.
E dia den na betre fidie chia ma bitwantro.
Like I say a futu a ode ma o mo na face no bi dia de hye wonsa hye wo hwe ni yie. Because hye niam a wa ya I am for that masipa.
Nenye no nko. Chese cha sasamoa ni wa mejemfu a wo mo ben me ne Lady Julia no mo de dem kasa me keka kura wo yem behyew. Papa Costello ye ku am bonza. Eni mer chese woman ya me kasa me be ma amazing for kokoye ni flow bi ma no banso.
Yeah.
O fra me ba ku bi na me twi mokodi adi. No sele de na wo ye. Na so me pesa me ye me line soup bi na mko kansa na de wuni blender sem blender se na de che na o ma de nua ba de blender free kuma se ya blender one
but this why they also obi na papa oba appreciate na oba abonte ba beka obi o ha on pese omu so obi cry na papa
oh David we yesa na no ni e frɛ no bonia ye anti obi yo papa ma papa o ye no wo wani nso so ho na enye sa di parkura be di yawo brother ba ko ameka so no mauli tenge wo no votere no owo dia so to go o go by buying agent no frame so obesena ko ni kurum na po ano ne hye na so udura nwan kwanta na me akora me ko be kwa ntimi hye no se da me ntwen ma no metum fie oba ye okita spray machine farming koko input bi eduro ni fe ko gumafu so
oh my
e dia de na betena camera echi ma ba be twantro na me de akwa gide enti da bia me ka kiro sese won sanjrofo o mu hu mfaso so no kra wo de o mu nkoka no kra no mbehu
e ke no kra kan mfaso we so
bebre ene sa e bo kwan ma wa nkasa na anam so because so atade ya me de ti he ya anope ya na me te ya
I see me boy I am a
first one ne yire o mu UK be man kra de o Ghana
okay dito ya hwe the base na kosen
oh the base egunia maso
okay
egunia maso makase sometimes ya na strategy ni nyina na e de tudwa
dabi
ebi so ho de wo se kama amanfo ohu na ehye wo mu nkran brante ba ko a o ye half cast ne ma me fipo ado ba papa yem se Scottish na o US o se ne channel ni Mr. Tibonsu mo nkasa na o fenye adwuma ma na o influential Dennis ya enti no pe ya akra na ni Mr. Tibonsu aka ho ase nti yeguso na babia me ya na ase eye mayi kakra ye sa court case no
asa akira na mo sa court so mutu shi o 15
me de se wo mo ba na so wo mo se wo mo me nko ka ne fi a me ka kire mpanyifo se court na decide
na adawe ma so junior
dabi yes I hear shaibu se wo yire odidi watam se so nkwase ya ye wade enye na fu so de beche no afa che no e ma mpanyifo meteno medi asem no no mo nka nkire o se oba na patawa akokɔ no na de be ye nkwan
oba na
oba bibia na wo bibi
oba bibi
e da bi obenya akokɔ bi obesan bidi watam opa akokɔ awe ya no abidi watam nti mo ya no akɔtɔ akokɔ no mo ku no oba bibi ono kura ne begu mu nti ugidi so oba ye akokɔ no ayi nyina ye se akokɔ ye wo ba bi ya de ma me yi no ma wi ade aka so afa nti na se akokɔ na age ye ne wo ye wo bidi watam na wo so de be che no a fa che no mo bi akora mfre ma meka na wo ba be ka wi wo so de wo nye hwe
but that you share ai omo see the base Ghana first omo de omo register boom no omo say mpenifo bi no omo kasa omo pese omo draw case no mo no omo kasa say omo draw case no mafi
mimi Mr. Tibonsu mo mama ne yesa ade mpenifo na omo di akire kokoto obi a mo mama ne yesa ne to da am say ya na se bi wo ho a wo hwe na se enkonko se ya ga na se enye yi afi na mom de ye dangerous ne se me hu emrante no ba ko a na Samira Bawumia no ko ba bibia na odim bia ko na
Richard Yaboatin
nti won se da bia me ka kire se nipa no mo free 12 ko there must be some Judas
okay
enti ebinom be di hwemo enti panyimfo ne hwe ne ko ne kokobua de se wo mo see the base no ye ya me said me a friend do one for guess him
yeah
it is a bibi tina say if na ekuru within no said ye be fro shaibu anyamia anyamia anyimani wo bon ko ne nkonko decide so wo see the base no na ye ya wo na me de ha na me ka say won't mean kasa we the base Ghana first near Congo kasa will be the base movement here we knew home quite won't mean yes sir
na oshe omo court issue ya omo ko ya from the onset omo file identify also omo use residential address no omo ko use PO box no the base movement lawyer John the whole quad knock omo down
now you woman so nya lawyers are ne ko file ma wo nto no so wan kan krata yanko betumi atu omo fo say ade na ye kwa kwaye enye address say ne wo se ye ne wo se ye fie anase location bi na ide ono sa lawyer ko no sini ade ti am se menyi lo ni no ya asem bi wo hono ma se wa wo hono ma na wo se wa wo tena sese na wutwa so
yeah
na wo je ko wo betumi ate party wo Ghana o ka se party ti da fom ana abrochirefo ni nipa binum ye se wo mo beboa wo mbeboa ni nti obi afi se ba ba ye be ye kakra bi na we di we aba hwete sam na kakra bi di wo mo no mafa me de me party se me mpanyumfo no betie me a wo mo nko na di court ni decide na obi ahunu ni fe se dachi ya keken ho abom ne ya ye bibia wie na se ona bo Canada Japan wo fi se Abronye num de base no kura no be kwa kofa no akofa obi fi so be kwa support na ko support so no so fi se Mr. Otibo nsu de base no ena eno nso opese yen transform ye yi na asem mfa na asem ko wo kwa akotena fie ne na ba be yo no be yen hyehyɛ
yeah
afa no ba be se mi wa afa position bi wo kwa wo fi se ense se ode be ma no na de kwa akoma no wo ne te won ma mo ye meeting kura na wa free phone no da silent na obi ti asama mo ka
but that day you want say wo hwe doctor na the police support in sister birthday na o mo invite Dr. Bawumia nti wo ko ne ho kani nti na ne team no nam no ye hu say Richard ya boaten a on claim so the general secretary the base Ghana first no na odi federal achi na ku yo pon comedy na won
na say ka yes say ensin kwa yi anka eyi de odo so na mane wo ensin kwa yi achim police wono so nko ben ho wo mo ni nipa bi di suma si dwa
ara mo suspect say some base MPP for show mo chia na
entimi wo say wo shaibu wo be ba betumi na say MPP fo bi e wo ba bi na wo mo ji wo mani ana wo mo ye ade bi e na meka ho a wo nka nya wo
e be wo
me ba bi o mo bi a me pese me ko ho ba bi a wo me pese me ko ho ena nkokura se me de car na etwam ena wo ma group ba bi kura chese me mo aben kura na draw bi attention me na twa nani aba behwese me na me ko e de na me sen akwa kwaje enipa no ya san fo pe fo se what rank kan san so to go twa man say to was ye nyi ko trata da na de aba ko wana no be ma opia David etimi de me say Mr. Otibo nsunu betie me ye dia wo mo ma enko odon so me kan so odon ye no ekọ court ni ebua wo fedini we wo nso fedini we because wo bi wo ho no ade no kokofra wo tima etese de ode na mbo ne afra wo nkwai nde sa na mehu
but so omo base no omo so omo pedom e de akoma omo leader in mind omo mo din ana base na wo ye global ambassador no wo de ma to din se nipa mo kofa na abo pompo e honorable ken so no Ghana fu hu omo base no hu mo de en say
oh and na me kan me stress said the Bible has the man mum travel ni dra e de bedru se electoral commission wo bia atom so obi amra me fare
okay
and na say ye the basis ye wo candidate you see any candidate you because shaibu when ma ye keka electricity no
okay
obi okura da no wo be kwa akoto abakura no ye ti ballot paper no kura ma no kura ugina hwa timisisa na adwen
okay yamra isi at the base no me say makase Mother's Day no Mr. Otibo nsomo eko asokore eko chenema and so eka fridge na eka activities amo ya
on say ye wo nipa bi wo hono ma ayi shaibu dru stage bi a enipa bi ba ne nchen sa ema ono nko enokora ndo ema no awere chichire
okay
so ho enye ntoma no a ye de ma wo mo na nkasa mponko ana eye ye wo bi wo hono ma enokora Kenya no ma no hu se se men so kora no enipa wo ho adwenpa so ho ena kire odon so a se the base eba ebetimi aye ede ama omanfo nti eye so we de enya se bia ye kwa akoto aba ne ye se gena to man we de you occasion no se kwa akoni kurumofo no emma no akwa akodi nti ni nyina ye se ade che de eye
ade na modi so the base ni mu a ase ama sa movement no a different from Alante no a different from Cheddar a different from Gusitano Parkwesimu. Then a more base way. I didn't know Mutia Mari.
Appointed obviously in June Tano and San Waya because what who was so crazy with me a war. Then you may be a coso NPP mono. I fed the afun nipa. I fed the afun nipa. I can say 7 nominee ye pump and binny a 10-year nominee because all NDC crana. Menya so mbe di watem e chen wa wo mu anu wo mu contest. Wo mu ya ma ko ese party no ebi ya de hie chen bi. Na me so if philosopher bi was say don't force yourself to go to a place where you are not needed. Enti nipa bi a wo matrase e hu se nkofo we e kwam de nam so eni se de san ye bi kura ya ne se ade na obi akofo man sika ne se ya che no kura no so kura mo se ye mo bufu. Mo se mo nte ase se ya che nipa no. Obi a wo de wo du hia no bisa na obeka wo. Akro no sam no ne za ne me ya akoso ebinum empekura eno no nka ho Mr. Otibo Nsuden a umkoko bubu no a party ni mu obi antimi anka mo finance a eno ka ho afi ona bo Canada Japan ateni omdi no ene contest a mo kwa mo family anya adwuma mo ye ni nyina ka ho nti obi a trans hunu se wo hwe NDC fu e baaye hwe mrantie bi wo mo mo positions mrantie no mo nsu de ndia ye je mentim ye yi nkokora na ye de wo mo kokobo eno no nyina ka ho
NPP for partners a German team.
Oh, now we German team is a man by woman team.
See the base, I can say some more money AC MPP so over the last elections, a bit more MPP strength. I have 4.6 or about percentage, 30.2, and NDC 6.3, and so the core percentage almost 57. More plans say more by near about attracting both MPP and NDC supporters.
And yeah, MPP MPP for Nankasa the yen no near woman you go for the but yet the Omemuni yes Omemuni say I feel the brasso say about fourth republic because NDC travel we 36 years.
Yes.
36 years there. Two parties in there be sure say obi agidi say ya ma wo mo chance ya di wo mo be ya no so would be a make see teacher need the exams guso ana wo mankura bibi so monye na ye ten obi be twa 3 obi be twa 4 obi be twa 6 di o twa 3 no de na ho de be kwa akoso ano 36 years there im say di wo ho de be so ano no because so hwa NDC wo hoi ade bia ni ho mo be ya MPP fo be hu say eye papa MPP for Zudim say, hey, continue if you actually so if you want ye best aba. So, Etiama as a debia, not a flash as a mutu, and not in the last no make us as a bema, we don't cry, you don't know Taco Copa, the Otoso 3, woman began to quat. Because yes, sir, woman him say, I hear any over sack of 4 of wine. Now, if a woman me no wow, would not see the woman walk. So, Holland, the Netherlands, about 20 you won't quite. Omo ye no omo de ende ye ntumi enko ran of ye fa say ye ne wa ha ne ye ko abato no so a wo a wantimi anya percentage na wo so ye no wo ne obi kokko kasa no ate ase say amede me vote na ma enti party no we ne ye no nipa omo no omo kokko kasa ba ko ate ase no ka chen say ye de ye te ase ye de but wo mo candidate no ye mpe no
osisa no
enti wo ma say anko fe nipa foforo obi a no akọ as independent candidate a wa we ne ko parliament and woman agree and one coffin baba ye woman leader. Eti edru baby I said na say kura said ye nyanti say Britain kura no. Smaller party.
Kameba I will see a CNN date no yes 8th May 2026 was saying Farage reform UK wins big in local election, strengthening two-party system and pinning pressure on Stammer. Now I say UK either say Labour or Conservative. There's a reform party what we must sit over 400, we must sit over 300. What Timaba I say over century. So this duopoly no either say Labour or the Conservative. We have a ballroom. Two feet away no Babe Shemun crying say the base. Money when I cost UK because
you ever got 2024 general election. I bring US 2 year Kamala Harris in Louisiana and Key NATO. So I don't know your vice.
Yeah. But Joe Biden vice.
Joe Biden vice. And one no air barbet and then name one Pascal and I'm saying because it's a BB or Honor say yeah, a bino. one way and as a view of horse na senya o vice wintimi Ghana nkwa na omo ya o so no ye vice na ye nim say vice no so nim fa so ya na ye koyi den me ye nam se mo de asi wa America no e bi na eba because na countries ni bi so atototo ma incumbent ye na nkasa afifififiri na be
na ampo we US so eto you we Trump so a on so no ba oba ana we so da
we kan ambassador team
ana Kamala Harris no on so the bat na me campaign say Bawumia dey ya
o festi ade ma me sa onu okogisti na fire yi ho baden ho envi ambassador TV those days me kan me see sa from na chance ya airborne enti sa de sa na wiase ya na said you obi aya aboa no enu ne ehwesua ene you
UK ana almost the colonial masters no
ena you wa hunu no wo phone enya wo nko phone so de ewo bi so de so nto no so te wa bi kura mo de mo kan wo nka hwe ekosa kosa wo ntirim said the Britain for ye no yezu enya bi ne enhwe
Emrofro kwa ati ase se
there's always a first time
Emrofro kwa ati ase se labor any conservative yem for musi nche o ma
na wo mo de wo mo ho no ya ye nuanom ko ho no no mo ko braba wo mo kura ti mesesa eyi old parties no esi nche therefore ye nti ende eframa bi wo ho sha ase na ebo a wo ye den ya bi bebo afa okuru
today asem na wo kan che Ghana for a special on that issue na esi wo UK
e say third force no de ye hia me dem sha ase kan third force nti na ma me ko support wala nchire maten na the base yi so de eye ankura ala de no no anu ate no no obepe nipa say de ada eyi for ye but we de eye nipa no ane yankasa ne yen yaboa ya no sa afi de aduro o say yen so ye pe okandifo de ne ko etu obi anjoin ni the base no
we are sure say oba Ashanti region MPP stronghold the base bit my ballroom am making impact
me hwese ka Ashanti region eye seat ni bi kura mpo wo ho no mo a baby wo ho no mo bi a MPP NDC baby wo ho no mo a ase timi kwa ha no mo ne ade na ni nyina nso be gina candidate ye de ne be koro no
okay
aha e wo si enya nipa no oye potential obi a hu no a ekurom ho bondimpa sa nkrofo ni bi no because MPP ni NDC de obi a wo kɔ ne stronghold ana na ya on the duon man say what the yikuraba kura be so ameto aman nti ehwe no di kuraba no ba na ya so akɔfa nipa aba
okay
na afi ya hwe nipa ni kuraba ebo baba ko se ebo wo de be wo de no so dweso wo de bo kura ba be the MPP say ho beto aman ya mfa bo ne di nipa ba na ya hwe wo mom de beto aba nipa with expense of wo mom to ma boba
the bit mo with my boura voter regi and this stronghold so making impact so
and the nyanwa o say eje better dia eje better say da no me hu say votarian bi gina ho no no so kan say ya to aba ma NDC ya bra so say no so
o say o ko voter regi na o mo ka say NDC ho ne o mo World Bank but the bank in terms of development
Rural Bank papa bi na no o kasem so so atie no nti me say obi a o ye the base ni ye na dwene say wo de na ni si NPP so we yes ade a obi wo ho no won chen obeka so de onye adwe say yes ate party yes ye pese ye de obeba no beba na NPP fo no de wo mo ne ma wo mo ye no na ohu nipa no ofiri mu no woko ofiri mu a woko na wo si wi ho de eye wi base enti no no wi no wo ho na hu ye enti no woko na say sansem no mo keka na bese wo ma sen
yahwe honorable Ken nam no ne message no de nam no say oba bi enwuma e magana mabuno nya bia ye o kasafa emsef corn oil ma Abronye kwa kan say e fried oil na de ene entia yen say honorable Ken na ko India ne China edim fidia ba oba be set up about 7 different factories ba be boa me mabuno nya adwuma ye sa niema we si no e be kam campaign ho a officer ya de be boa
o ade say the o say o man no the problem pa ba ko pa de e unemployment
okay
so when ntina last na me ka say nyame anim ni say honorable Ken say otie mi ye ana say saso no kan ono otie ya nyame anim ni me de kam ka kire ni pay so MPP for na amend party constitution ma odd card bearer o pon fa disi kan ko bibi factory no nya wo ma kire de because de wo mo ayen abon na wo ma hyehye da ho no wo ma redre e wo ayafidie no wo mo de asu but ono so de e dan a on politician de e no ko ya say na aba nti minim say ye do man ni hye say nyuma sam mfidi dwuma say enkura benya dwuma de eda na koma so nti ya ebeboa
ozito what the politics e chia da bia o preach utie na ono abu Ken na asem ba ko kan say yen trust be build Ghanaian businessman Mahama Sofia Akufu, that's the former Chief Justice. Wakwa wakase go fees for no omo time enche eba beso. Eso am yemfa mamrofo no biem. Yenhwe se yede be magana ni aye. Ode toto honorable Ken Sema no katem build Ghanaians people now here ebeboa oman.
Una ho shaibo. Etuwa wugidi pa se ye maame akue chan mu nkurase.
Yeah.
So wode na sase ma obi ye me ncha me maame kura mege. Na me fa no nyamfa.
Yeah.
Ye maame wu achi ene ehu se time a was a branch in the year for us. Ye call ye no, no, they have, yet they have.
Yeah.
We are 11.2 acres.
Yeah.
Ye nya, Msajama, 5.6
yeah.
acres. Any ye nya. Na Ghana de, see the Jume de Bicoko movie as someone more baby in tia. Yes, yet 5%. 5% to Nipanu de 95, Ninfidi and the name of the baby. And until 2 for crowd 2 for. Say for your gold no the oko South Africa no me there woman nko for ne dem wo moye eti ana yem nwa say na we there for the first time Abronye Kenyans asem Ibrahim Mahama there no ka say there bi enye say me NPP ni nti a me ba be ka say we there dem mo sa da man na wom there ma Ibrahim ne there eti mi da mi gidi say ye wo Ghana for om so wo mfidi dwuma om betimi aya at least adena say ye wo po ano hey na say dwuma bi wo ho no ma me metimi aya na obi nso firi takwa betimi aya mo po an form say mfen koma takwani wuni me class teacher bi a wo wa France
okay
Mr. Jakwa
okay
na om de me ka planning committee funeral committee a ye ko planning enti ye trans ye duru ne ma ye de be ye na brante ba ko wa France yo na o se ye nkwa mponya
okay
na birum wo nkonya wo a wonde ma sa nkonya no so bi wo po an
yeah
na mbisa so gidi se enipa bi be firi mponya ba ha so mo be bonsa
dabi
but poano for no so be yi no
yeah
na dey na poano ni wo nkonwa no bi dia wo se ye ntra ne enko ayi na me ma na mo ofi modwuma no se me de na data na me use 207
yeah
me de me car no beba me tutu seat no na mo mrante mo me akosesa ne ma na ba ne canopy no ne bondo on be so me abo ewi ane tutu ne de ko
yeah
oh eti se adwuma bi wo ho na se kuro ba bi betimi aya at least wo se etimi ma ne na mka so otumfo kuro atufo sa eti ma me ne kan ye de sa ne sese ba na ye fa Ghana for no nso bi nso mo nkonko ye bi because ye bin makoko school of mines no ne sa dia sa dom certificate nyina atetifie
na bibia mrofo
na bibia broni na emra me eti ye so omkokosun aso om de be de
na senya ye did the base in come but I say the base leader ye share ni me your honorable Ken and na bia no preach say we Ghana ko tena ma no ne a brabak brafie kaka or brabe ye adwuma fie aban so try say obi the investment ba enko fam and I say South Africa is xenophobia abrantie bi ababaka ama omampeni onua Ibrahim Mahama akwa man am say 5 billion asama na cement say obesuma na supply jata cement no sa ade wote a news
e say e nkura say enya kura o man japade no okoko no akwa ye ho na de aka no so bi wasan de boa e na wasan se da man ho be ye air strip ne niema o peso bebe ubenya MPP ni abrema bi ba bi na ho no ma se woso nim se ye a onko ye nbo ne bango hwe se no aso man ni nyina gina fa MPP fo gina fa asem bi ye positive no wo mu hunu negative na asem bi ye negative no mo so hunu positive
adeda zitu ye dimi chichiri ye man ni yie metie abrante and dem hu se Ghana mpenifo no o man yo ma so maboa abrante no se oye emoyre na bosom ni nyina no se wotete ni sika de onya nam se around 1800 kan sika na 18 million ana bre mama ka chere ne se so oba Ghana sa amore ko na ka so oye ni yie abosom 50 million as ye man no ye nchichi ni yie o hwe de ye Ghana for South Africa any eniema ye wo ne niema South Africa for fan ha MTN for any other as ye man of zito e dey na ko
say independence na kwa me nkroma je ne ne tirimu po a wode je ye na kire UP fo ya ne ma if you say omo no ekoko ton no be blackmail no ade bia wo ye bia wo mo hunu negative enunti na former president Ronald ga say nkofo we wo mo change wo mo dini emu ni passes na nso suban ne de eye no ade bia Ghana fo say ye be hunu no say eye be nkum wo mo nko hunu ni say ye nifa so hu da bia wo mo criticize ade a yense say criticize
azito na me share de e wo TikTok na me hu factories are Kwame Nkrumah ebie honorable Ken Nam he's talking about a factory debate bully the motion anymore. Now here factories are ton Ghana Japade tonton where Ghana airline said that MP before ya na maton
2005
and Ghana Telecom one touch or man ton and
Ghana Telecom the PC appeal for the kura ba be kan sika bia yesese ye ma wo musikanza.
Yes amonto until office the base for mobile no most mobile aber revive with these factories up ama mabunu nya adwuma ya na
on say me ya na me ka say ye me nwanwa pa say koko board fo betumi akokra koko moto na ye dia kwa kogu ba bi yenyi wa bra previously no na former Osajvo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah na e wo jute factory na mo na se a president mama so kram se so akoye du okukura ntumi ho ba bi o say eastern region ho ba bi eno so san she mu it wo hwa ase o man no say ase ye di agro se seyon because obi aba be ye no oja ho no mo eno ano no na na kufa dum 8 years isika om de kra moton e moton bi su kra ba be gu ho do ma yenkoyi even ye to ba kra wo mu lusu no mu akrom sa ma obi sika so nsan kofa moton no bi so haba na wo mu mu ne se sika no so bia wo be kom no betu akofa ne ma se amba be gu factory ho mom de aye eti the best sa ne ma we mu akoso ni nti e na ama ye nyina ye feel say sabe me ka say wona bu Kennedy Japan wo ye eyi president ya ene ma sa ne nkofo aso de etia no wo mu nim say wo mu ntimi nye enu entra sa bi nye bibi entra se no tina yi Dr. Mwako ba o kan o se say tan ya fa party na me ne ya adwene so o se bon sa bia ye papa bia ye bone ma o se bon sa fa MPP o se Satan na stay control on NPP no kan so ye no kore abone fo sam nkwa ade a obi ya wonte ase nkwa no omoye
ase o kan so mo
te fa enye ne kura bu okura mo se enye wa sha bu asem go what bi da Bawumia na ya no obi sasa what bi da ebura ba be bunti emfa mo so bo nko bo president
na we dey ye be za me fa de emfam on Bawumia video na o se hisia no enche oba be TSC campus no assign lectures no
o me so nko zo nenim de okoka kire wo me say yesi abrantie bia na ni fie wo ko ti a te ne ho kakra na nam say ewira atwa ne ho ehye nti oye enwan no ne mo ankokọ ne ade to mo wa no odi dede ba kuro pataku ba kiri mi nwan yo mo meboa me enkura no ko mrantie no ko ya hwe ni ho o be yi 1 week e de oso ba abi o san ko ye na hwe ni ho eti wo be 2 months later na fe pataku be 3 ba enwan no mo ampa oba be ka ye wo se on de sa na otie eti me de bebe si so an se obi a wo ta twa ntro da be ka no kura obi anyi hu ntuwe wo ko bi obeka bi ani ho obi beje adi said Dr. Bawumia ye beda be so there ono akwa ko post say oba wo the 50 ministers and I'm saying oba ministers na kufu ado de times 2 250 so 125 times 2 250 50 na gu so no obo apade be kire e bedu so obeba 250 MPs no be yi campaign kakra wo mo so mba be be dom nko a dom a wo committee we ni passe committee we ni passe
into the base number 2028 some president candidate here Munsu Dr. Bawumia
oh David no they say who be any on there
the base 2020 Munsu Dr. Bawumia
na me
because no also 4.6 da o aka na pe
say on say say no who politics say obi atiko ko abegu aboye no simi ko fa bia beka ho o mra say ndi negu ho no ko fa bia beka ho akosi se di nyina bedo so ka se sa ni party obi kura koto aba ma wa de asie ni nyina achi ene nsem wo ekoso ntiafe wa sesa na adwen so no woni mu a wo se aka na pe party no mu no peso kire se enipa ni nyina e bedwane ma aka na pe na emom nya se aka na pe no awen ni
azito 2028 after the base almost started from the scratch most winning Dr. Bawumia say 41% aka na pe now mono obi ko American people the can number 41 also more confidence am marry
and the young one akura your friend say you Britain one more ma when one more say
muni bi
so ma be when the me say na pen the party ni na se ento aba na aka nipa na pe sa na opeso wo kire dodo na na bejai no wo constituency ni regional the national the ombeko yi nyina e bi be say afa ho ajai
the base is here no obo say MPP for obo yayi media free mu me call you no mo say there and there ma disqualify me nipa omako per position and for me that am kan
yes I dem kro kra ho yimabu enipa so ohia wakopa ba pitren
omra de bisa na
asori kra si yejai asori kra yenya na tse political party no bebe jira no na me ko ene me dinim ena anje say me ba na me dinim an ma pe be bia tena enkro do so e trafa akogye anim guase me se me shaibu me no net me no mu na wo fi ha ade a me se me ye mo so mo ma me nya metu akwa dan ma ya de kro no de akyerem amma hu se metimi aye
hwe camera ni mu the base for MPP for omokope delegates aya party ni say omo hia omo no ade ase na base for mo kan che omo
da no akra me kan de kire wo bibia say once a wo be the base member no yenye political party no any decision a party no ko take bia obi take part ye ko yi polling station executive fo ni wia say ye yi constituency yen ko kase nipa num nipa na electoral commission coordinator no ne sa ne manema once a wo ye the base ayi ne de wo betu bi ye kwa ko yi flag bearer wo betu bi e wi en konko serete se be kwa constituency nipa to aba wa he ko be 60000 na emu 900 na ko decide amai na ko hwe 900 ni nipa bi no ba bi wo ma delegate ye din ba bi gina okra ka tro so to aba party no kura bi se mo asem bi akra woni o de ne de an se ya ka kire ni we di hwe a wo na bo afa enu anu no yes sir we ye dunya be ye the base member decision bi a wo ka
enti obi a reject MPP on the base
the base na nkro do so se trafa ko ye di nkuase ye de ha de ye se ye je a ye pedom omo so de omo sem omo wo party choices wo ho we na na ayi ni obi wo no wo godfather onzu ni godfather bia wo ko ha ho aye na ye te po no ne se ye police station fo aye se be ye hia me
me da se abuja for penizi to ane ekobon komane ba be din komane for the base so me din the shabila cc fa sadama Austin Bema ye bi share for floor
ankra ebi so anka nipa no so ye ready so betua
na che so mo gisika na mo wo na
wo ben wo mo no
okay o musuro so
ombeje wo enti na adwuma no wo ba na wana nipa kora de na iba no ye mfa ma no enti mi hwe se ne akan ese wo de nnwuma eba na wo de ba mabu na ye na sakan timbe president ya o man panimfo no kora be sere se maburu mu be ye adwuma
okay
enti obi nkwaje obi bribe eno na ama me soso me de me ho eno na ama mani age ke hu yie pa
okay
aha na sesi ade wudi kan bisa me se
omo se adwuma na aka ba ko
mi na aka se Ghana ha ye we sesi ye adwuma aka nyina ye police any soldier
okay
ana eno soso no esi edun katia ebe bisa Ghana fo se mo se mo yemfa mo soldier no ye de mo nkɔ no ehefo na mo kɔkye wo mo aka police ye fam nyina mo police a ehefo na mo kɔkye wo mo enti na kyerɛ sɛ wo pa kyerɛ sɛ police ni soldier no kura na emu ayema enti wo ba se ye mfa wo
okay
enti hwan na wo kɔkyerɛ sɛ edun katia no masɛm na me ka ne sɛsie
na kyerɛ sɛ mo kyerɛ ma o mo hyɛ da ma nkura ntena fi unemployed
saa na tie o manya bi akye wo mo enti sɛ o mo nya nipa nkye wo mo ni enti no wo ma adwuma ho aye den wo Ghana ha wo be bia adwuma kora wo sika ni bi be bia adwuma sesi a wo be ya no magu adwuma no
okay
enti so mo gu adwuma na eno na ama krono so adoso wo Ghana ha
okay
se nipa no wote wona wonya adwuma nya wo be pra ne se ene ma me ya wo kumhwe ne bag ya sika wo me ni tuo so me fa se kan no de wo bi fa adua sei na uma bi kɔ edwa wa sora hema ache kɔ wodi na chi a wo wura tokurum kakra bi na no wodi dua na si na chi sei wo se fa bag ne to no so nim se tuo na de bag na to na wo fa bag no odwa ne to odwa ne wie no hu se dua ne kura no wada ne to
na se ye kom na wodi
eye kom na de no wonya kromfo an Robert se wo kura yi mu bebre na eye kom enti wo bo wura ba bi a wo mo no wi ni nubonefo ne wona wo se chale wo de tena ma kom no wo de twe ba ko oni su be hye no ma woni mu no mo no ma kire no
na je se ne be na ni su be hye
wo hia wa hu sa akukọ bi no wa se kan no waje enye wono a adwuma ni o man mu etimi de se si an de me kan nyina ne se wona bo ken Canada Japan me frau baby bia wo bia me sra mo mama ne nte na mo kan kira ken say Kwabri is woman organizer wo boa the base I say the base for ye hia ken ye sra say ken beba no ba be giyen na ye bra enne kokko ya Womampani Mahama ba ye wa be se kokko adwuma no wa ma se kokko a woto ye bronya de no de ni nyina no wontu ai bebre dada last year de no wo ma tua bi de aka besin na wo de do so no nyanya wo de nyina wo mo tete ne nketenkete enti ama wo mo ton ne ma no kora wo kodwa ye nto ade se kokko eni obi a na wo kokko na su kokko ne kura Ghana se kokko sika ba pe wo be hu se wo wura ka jeti a wo wura katamanto a wo wura ba bia ye ton ade bia be wura ho na nipa gusu gidigidi no mo to ade se kokko na adwuma no asei sei yeni a ye nya adwuma nye ye ma ya hwe mu school nya adwuma nye kokko nsusu ya kodua ne mfie be aduana ne aduasa ne de borosa no ye didi hu memere wafo mu didi hu kakra wo so obefa akoton wo sika ma ebo no so a wate so enti sese na de be kan se Mahama wode ye ka enti wo matua mama wonya ntua nwie e ka no wontua nwie wontua bi aka bi me to kokko me sika me di wura mu atwatwa akuafo ni bi kakra no me ye me mobo me sika me de ko hwa me ma school ana me ko fa wura mu nyame amfa kwa ma ka me ma mienu ko mo tena afie ko mo antimi anko school ene na say Mahama odi kokko akuafo wada so de ye ka wo twatwa ne nketenkete ade no so koton ni nyina bo mu ade na wo twatwa ne nketenkete Mahama ade na ade akuafo ade na wo de ye ka na wo pese obetwa ne nyina ma ye yesre Mahama wo ntwa ma ye wo de ye ka wo ntwa ma ye yesre no pa ana so abeka ho ana was papa wo se nkomoi dum so asa abeka ho wo kontena wianum bre na abeduru fie nso a wo wura da ma wom ya dum no wom ni aso ababuru bi anti asembe na akakena fa the base wo me join ni anase wo sensi idea de me ka nyina ne se Ghana fo nyina ye ni a ye bre no se wonka empanimfo na omu wia Ghana sika no ho de a bra na bedwon the base na ma yenfa ye papa Kennedy medi animu na wo mekonye yen na enwuma ekura papa no empo body a wadua na wo kotwa ato atwene fam kura ne dua no wode ye eniema hodo bebre furugu a ye hye batakali ne nyina ye de body entente etimi ye enti ye sre Ghana fo nyina emaguno emesiriwo enkokora gise de waka dem a wontimi nsole wono nso wonfa ne mpaibo entai de base achi enti mesire wo bia se wo meka de base ho na ye nsore enyina ye naso na ye nye wo mai Ghana ensi ho na sa wo mai no ekohwe opubunum mommy ya da wasepa na ebesin afro na enu odi nkomo the way wakasa na utumi se kwabre mu ka ho na ye to aba Ghana nyina NPP nya vote akase akase minim kasa papa ya da wase na ebesin so hye bo wadofo abeche omo yo me chia kwabre man nyina obi bia wotie me bia enimre me chia obia afa kwabre ahemfo a etie bibia me chia me bo me mu ase echia nananom nso nyina afa me mabia wo mo nso wo mo ba wo mo wo university saladu sadu rosadu wo mu nyina ba kokora de enche minim yie se enche obetimi abeye on aban lawyer na chi so on de waben pa yes ase onim we magic me magic se ono me twema no ntia me check no saladu baby a wo bia saladu ai yeti e bompa ya tankola na chi wo ye mani nti na ese ye nyina ye ni abre no enti ye fa pempapa e de agya ye ma eni ye nchiri ma ye nananom ye nananka nso no mo beba ye ni wiase no ye siesie oman no e de ato ho atwen wo mu na ya na o mimu kase na Kennedy wakọ elections na se wa lusu a na wo se me betime ho Kennedy won de wada so wa MPP mo nti yen Ghana fo no ana ye hu niema papa e wo Kennedy mu se wo betimi abeboa yen ana yenia ya boa ye ho ano ana mi se woti bonsu abeye fanda woda no na ebu okuo no ekuo ni hia bibia mi se woti bonsu na di animu epe bibi ede bu okuo no enti Ghana fo a ye pe enema papa ana ya boa ye ho ano ana yen yesu fra ken se ken wo meji yen enye se ken ana ko elections a walusu a wo te ne ho ana biem se mo so mo pe ken a se wo to aba na wo pe se uwi a wo ka ekuo ni bomu a enkodi di obi atem mo hwe Abronye ani koka ama na di Canada atem a ye to aba wie nyina na mo da so di natem etumo pese mo ka se Canada won nasumie so won san so ohuru na ni mo di gu fom enti no wo dwene ne ho sese mo so me campaign wo se wo dwene ne ho wo tinifie wono a wo ma the base wono a wani MPP enti what ho
mo de mo na mate ana mo frɛ Canada
yene an ye frɛ Canada na Canada wo magi ye mfiri nkwaso mu na ya brɛ e wo Ghana ha
mommy nyame sha sa oni edi nkomo
the base ba ku di akire the base eti dia ne sa akronfo ne dia om si the base pa dia lalai enso omoboa abusuafo anabdu ya wa hapa nwumre ya the base queens ya da omu nyina se ya ma amenom a omu ani so adi hunu we sa wo mbete queens nkira se ade bia e ma somu no eyeye asole kura ma Obama sole amekwa Church of Pentecost e ma nko a ma ne se ayi ehun sei enti be ade bia e ma somu no eyeye na de meka ne se yedika de aseda pa so ma ye papa Jojo Tibonsu se ni so ade hunu we ye to aba ni wie ye no enipa be 3 frɛ me na me ka kyerɛ om se ada na moma ye nyese ye na ba kuro se ma mi mo na ade na ebubo firi soro hoba se ya so ansa se de ma mi kan abrochira te se hawo na de nti wo mo no anya abofo na be siesie wo man no kura ma wo mo me bra mi di na chimienu ona na yire ne ma wo UK ne ba pa ni no me third born chair no owie school a no kwa adwuma ne na be ma wi me ba ne ba excavator brand new me wo me sister ba pa ni university trafie 8 years e wo Ghana ha obi ye brebre di ko she koko board ya duka do mo ko ya friend Sankware ana yeyi wo mo ko akontomra moto a wo de ma wo na kwaku be no se mama Ghana foti mo den moto se roba wo ma pake na gu ede bi echi roba ni roba hyehyɛ ho ta ni nyina dodo Ghana ni eya de na ma ne ba se je kwa ye adwuma no eye ne ya edi enipa ni enti kwala na de wo mu pe to moto abra moto no so gu den yachi se de na me break hwe metro mass hwe de aye anso obi aba no wo kra foforo eti adwen no eye adwuma enam se oba obenya 1000 atu 20 on repair dada no debi ameka sama ameka abrofo ema no da so hye atade na batim sigu animu no ala seke demu no yete ha okwasha yete ekolo yenimu nyansa eni eni baby aye bo bra na fenti wo akwala ya meka okwo ayi no moto ne de ne yi kwapemo ye beto aba ne yamfre wo mu bio sese me be nya problem one nan sese wonya problem one nan wonya pani bi anka nkere ne se wopra ne ma me so ni sika wa de kwahwe no nte se Canada ya pra na me ka se kwan bi aso metam no ye kwa primacy oba kwa breeze ma me ne de ne file se nani wade kire Canada 20,000 papa no se jikwa kwani sadi we nyina Ghana force wo mo mpe ye be kire wo mo se ye de ye pe because MPP and this hade a wo mo ye e wo boss ya che no ho we ye this ka ya che no sanka chama wontumi mo ache chama wontumi anko akopre national kokopre national chairman mo pese mo kire yesai na je se mo boa se de be ya NDC so kwa na NPP ba wo se ya che no na yese mo fanfuli ye be kire wo mo se Ghana nyi wo mo dia ye me wie skwa no mo tifie obi ye graduate wo tiloto kiosum mama wo abroche ye de set na kopa adwuma mama kura me ko London teacher ni wo bokiri ni wo Ghana ha wo teacher ni o okwo wo bokiri ni so bokiri ni ye nyina sole no miensa ye namfam na wo bia wie school no tifie nya adwuma Kennedy atu kwan papa no ko wo hwade ye mpani mfu MPC no de bia meka eno ani V8 ana show na wo mu se fuel okwa abrocha no afa ne mpra no de ne kɔ wo mu ni me sorry say me ka sa se wo mu ni mu nyansa me se me ko me bro ni am ne kɔ ye adwo me ni kɔtɔ ayi ni suit ha na kala pink bi aye ho 1 year de bia de vu ba ya no ma hwɛ papa na sesa ni kotu no oba bicycle no de ba adwuma osi ya no obobo bike no de ahye ne desk ho ade na Ghana ha ye ana ye doma ebinmu die this time round the papa no ye no ma wo bie ni ye nyina ye ba wiase ya biro ente se die ye se yoi Kennedy wa adwempa obi so age contract yes Kennedy je contract ministers no mu nyina anye contract wo ka MPP ni NDC bo mo omdo do ye sai MPP ministers wo bie factory ba ko a e ka Ghana how many factories ni yawo na ya won se na no ya papa ka so yes wo papa wo ye boni obetia wo no ahwe wo ene papa wo ye nya atwom ne be ye boni a wonka ono so a won hwe wo dia ye ne epe do obetia ye na wo ba sa hwe ye mote eti Kennedy dia Ghana ha woni size na mo ma ba ifo ne wo mu ne die 2028 ya be fire wo base the base how the base akronfo suro no sa ye papa we yi no akompreko e Japan onye kata asehye onye muomu aso enu nti na wo mu suro no mo hwese abra ne ba efra kwantuo abrochire ba oman Ghana enu na akwa ne ba ni timi hunu sa ne papa oye discipline chrese obaye ne wo sa ne papa ye MP wo wa abamu enti emra esese oman Ghana ha sei no odisu no obebuso nanso papa ne kire ne se o ma ne mfa ne tumi emehye ne tumi sai bia ne papa ye de yi ba bia wa na de na ono emra no odisu ana oniso papa ne ma ne hui oga say wa ni mra no so ayemfa ne nya dai entum na sa ni pa we say be di o ma Ghana so a e de be na wa adwene e be kire wo say wo honto enam sikadi a wo mu di me nuanu makasa bebre me de bia chama wonti me nya akanda me ankasa me kunu o ma dwumam eye molo market bra 2016 ya beto aba na obegina ho o ka kire ye say e ka kire mu say o momoa na ne agigi coupons aye de be ye aduane ama delegate for na o mo police station o mu hwe abato so no ye pese yango fa aduane bi mo nkoda na da bia o mo fa ye na ye sika anwa na nka da bia na ye ko etia ye ti agigi ska sama woti me be kan ye NDC ni a wo hokra wo boa bi na nasemo kan ye ma me amemo aye ne se ne watch na ebo no empa boa gudom ho nyina ebetime achiaka asema wo kan ye we na ye me ya se satam na ma adwira ma se me video no nanka evidence no na emo mini pedua na make na onyankopɔ okra nim se asema wo kan no eno na make na wo mu ye business for wo mu ye mpaboa wo mu yi mpaboa wo port na yi MPP ba sa ne ma we nyina mu be ye dai e be ye mmra mam ampa wo mu gina ho sika wo mu nyama acha ma wuntimi na ekɔ be 100 million say yan fan kɔ party no na ye mu sase abra tumi no ebe share MPP nsano chama wonti me osi hobiem wansi hobiem ene mpaboafo almost sofa papa na se yenya wo bia wo say wo ye business mind o bebie enuma ye ma ekosku anu ma betina fie nursing obi kosi dan esi ba bia opese obeye no kurofro mo nto aso no ubo wu say ono ade ne pe o me so me pese me ye wei ansana obi kaaye ye fie ni ye nkurase hospitals nya akeka nwuram na wo bakọ nursing okọ aya ontimi nya adwuma nya no otifie etimesre the base na.
All right, the base aba. My name is DJ. I call me social media ambassador. Oshemia mesra say like video no subscribe na share na form me. Nande me no ba be di nkomo me nche kura ma set time no 10 minutes pepe me kasa bro so a me pa cho betimi aka say DJ Pulse. Na me no be di nkomo kakra. Komo na me no be di no I mean, we're going to have interaction, so you can call in, you can chip in, you can comment, you can do anything you want. Nyedika meda obi biase, meda nyankopon boss roni asase ase. Say wahwe me so abo me homban ama saa me ti ase na me followers, me subscribers. Me kan say me busuafo. Moda so say dey eti ase Starboy ene kwa huni ma nyankopon hira. Obi bia ba program no so bia nyankopon kan ho na onya kese amecha me boss Mr. Rikus bia wo bia no nyankopon onka no na me starting say dia na che say birthday wishes na doson birthday wishes no doson na yenu aba ko edini birthday odini birthday mi nyanya nka me de beba programs na ma surprise no kakra so ha mama yekra mama hwe say me nyana na me wish no happy birthday. Happy birthday ni die eja emano de nze bon birthday dru dia o show mo wan o show mo no manya asem onya o show mo de na na chise abusuan no pasum gie no so ati ase enti ebedi nkomo na mum before ebedi nkomo no ebe say yen wo show bi yen surprise obi na wo shin happy birthday na ye nyina ye ntunjum no bum ani no minim se minim tu I don't know yes I think say onya ntimi mpeki enti opeki a ebe wo shin happy birthday. Hello Nana ma good evening. That is saying wait there me ambo amani na mum. You're welcome to Rejoice Media TV, MindShare GTV and Rejoice FM 101.7. And the TF4 enya hu anim die na mum. And your birthday and I say yes surprise or kakra. And I say you wish you happy birthday. And we need TF4 na beton jomo no. Anyumono de gisa oba me say o kwa asoro to ndwumo on ale why surprise on ade for mbacho mo to ndwumo no man start a program so atiase enti ni din di Erica me de me friend ohema yes me friend ohema obon paye pa nti uti a prophetess nti prophetess Erica and enyumre ya wish you happy birthday nti enyina ento ndwumo de happy birthday na man ba to be na enyende happy birthday to you happy birthday to you happy birthday to Erica happy birthday to you how old are you now and your own come with you for how old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you now? Never we trust so. May God bless you now. 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 Hoo. Yes, ntina ma asembe na o kan ade akirete for ene yo awoda ntina che sembe na o kan kire Ghana for amen
what time me das pa many so de waye
amen all right ntina na ma aja ye kwa Ghana nti me poma me fro oi all right, so happy birthday girl. No wajini di ewi na chese jumadi na ebe start no. didn't edit DJ I see and sort ya say na I had to get the picture now so me no na me home family mentimi anyede anje momfa nche me obi be ka say DJ ade na oba nne ochena womba full link at the saying enye say bia eye mepe na member. I mean, sometimes a lot of things happen behind the scene. Behind the scene, a lot of things happen, but we still strong, you know. Gaddafi, that is saying, we still strong, we still fighting hard, we believe in the Almighty God, we believe that whatever we are going to do will succeed. Of course, we're going to pass through, but we don't give up. Kabi is so great, you know that thing. Kabi is so great. And you know, Monfancha me say, yeah, I to me my consistent, I told the be and same be brave. Now me home family. Intina me wo me hosa ne kura hwe mani mo mu ni me pa mo se DJ achara anya fine sa but mo do nti o se me yeden me ba enti me sira mo sama ma live mpo video me post bi e de ato pages no so okoro Joyce Media TV a videos ni nyina go se kura mpo de ye radio station no ye sanso ye program de bia no pa wi anyimre on ye sports ye amansanti wi na o ye odon komo che say bi program be brain ekoso enti so follow ya ubenya bebre Big Sam net say Sam ya frame why Sam frame nya be bia obi anyankopon hra aha a test me okay we test me e wo me din me pon me fa number na me dia from new number no why enti a lot of things used to happen but behind the scene yentimi mbe kan nyina wa bonten you understand that is how life is enti me sira mo mo aya mo nta ntimi nka no mo mfa nche me followers be brako di baabi nti se oba ha won hwe da hu followers be brisa it is normal I understand the game you know I understand the game aha enti no yesa na tie enti oba ha na nipa wo ha ndo so anche se ni followers pa na ye o muni se na me home family na me ntamba nti oba request ya na wa be join na me no be di nkomo Kabi is so great. En komana me ne obedi no me pese onfa no se fa ho hye yensu mu na me bisa question bi amanfo ye the base Ghana first the base movement yetna ha ne atiatia ka the base and this 40 radio so dey be 24/7 bosum no makojo makotia MPP for followers to radio so day bia 24/7 bosum no makojo makotia me so metia ye the base bosum so a na makwa kodipa na me dey tua me light bill na me dey tua me bills what in me chiro no ti na me ka no and this 40 radio so ye dey ye no mo na e challenge no ne TikTok no ye no mo na e challenge no ye yes ade no wi a no mo na kofi akwaje akatua na eso ya kofi akodakom ye no we nyina ye complain because ye yama ye man Ghana ye yama ye ho eti me bisa me ho se menua wo TikTok menua wo WhatsApp menua wo YouTube menua wo hwe me bebi a be hwe video bia do I have to come to you and convince you before you know say Ghana na wotim no man koyi Kabi so great. And what say me babe kasa tie mu na me kwa na makoda kom na me ya na me gya adwuma na bosome ba ko na maba na otwumie na maba ansa na wo na wo hwe mi wasesa wa adwen se afedi Matias ye Ghana mu odin Ghana NDC NPP omom wayen enunti me nkoto ma ba me nko register ma the base abra fa phone na bo www. Wo dey mo w kura nkan say no gogo na hu say enkrofo start ya mo bo w na mu nta hu but the base movement fashion ho wo dey nya bo the base ebe yi ayine di amount wo register na take you 2 minutes no register abe the base member MPPO NDCO CPPO ko register na obi ampamo obi anyi wo mfiri so enya MPP ni akase ya you free delegate mo enya NDC ni akase ya you free delegate mo Unuya wo hweme se unuya mo ya ade a ye bi nyameche na ti sen unuya mo ya ade ye bi unuya mo dane mo adane bi na mo ameche wanwe enti ne ye wo mi yepe yepe on ya pedian na se oni se ho de amom enko join ni bie se NDC aba o frem panfo bi amfa akọ nti se oni mo bi na frem na obefa akọ de amom nyina enko ne ko join ni bie because emu aye da ma omo ni mo otimase e on se ya cha Abronye on se eja no sai game asemba na so mu se obeka asem na NDC fo no na o makoche MPP ni ba ko no mo de no twa story no mu Kevin Taylor ko didi kofo atem ana obesa asem na o mu nyimfiri ho nti o mo de Abronye ebetwa aso kigim asem na kogu wati dum so bai ye pe ko ya close no ye de asem foforo abebom aha wati ase sa na tie na mi bisa wo radio stations e wo Ghana ha nyina no eye NPP NDC omodia radio station pie ni Ghana ha be kase me boss nya affiliate we me boss nya affiliate obia wo ne fashion obia wo ne de na me bisa wo de ne radio station wo Ghana wo de ne ye de ne TikTok ye de ne YouTube ye de ne WhatsApp ye de ne cloud house ye de ne ni akeka no Twitter ne na asefo no na ye de na ye nya no yetimi kotie nsem ankrofo ka nkrofo nkonkonsansem enkrofo waresem oba bi wakotena ware ase na ono no be ma no ware ni wie na o hye ne kawa no na wo hu kwan be ma no faso nya sika na sebe be ma no da obekọ adwuma wonya sika wonim wonim sika da be ma na accounts mu na be ma no pe kwan nya sika hwe ne ho ahwe na busua ahwe ne mma na be ma na asia akosoro ono susu na busua ahwe ni nuamo asia ahwe ne mma utie me tie nyansan wa ha tie me na okono oba onni ahoden onya mmere en relaxe obi okura na okoy business bi kura chese abodi ni kura ma ne sika bi kura kokam enti onya mmrepa emfa ma oba no ene na ensi ni so be 5 hours 6 hours ene na onne twempena na omo ye ne ntino oba na kofo obi fufuro na onne na twempena be ma na kwa adwuma na akwhye no agye agu no papa eda be ma no beba obe filisi ono oba ne bibia oba ne mfa ma no na wagya sa oba no na oba na betena social media na odi nkonkonsa na odi ntro oye story na ono no kasa aba betufo na wagya o no ho sem no wakotena na wutie uwi ase ni sika onkyere unyansasem enti o kyere na obi so gya aware because aware na wagya no opese obi so nyai and vice versa sana be ma bi so akwakonyo oba ne ye bibia ma no osusu se oba na agimi oba wo ne na aware a owo akola a wawo mma no osusu onkohye ayi ade na miniskirt onkohye miniskirt onhye wo na unim se akola no sua na unim se akola no ebia okohye atare bi se akola no beba be ne hu fi wo ka kire ne se on resiti se ne na wo ware na etie ni nti ne no fu sisisu na se ne wo ya abaya na otie ni nti ene wuntimi eni abenkwan kwa eye wuntimi nnum enkwan ba ko nti wagya no nkwasa sem sei no na kwotena TikTok no o kan story on kan ye waye tie on kan ye waye dabi on kan ye waye story no kura o kan obi a onim se asori no oba na apo no so obe block no because oba be expose no sa nipa no wagyan ekwakotie no na wo hia wo se DJ Ike metna na on convince yen omunko nante me se dey kura me koye campaign me ba me nante free ayi so I'm run about to be draw buakwa koye campaign in my base me nante so I'm run about ebesi abuakwa e be draw na ma bre the whole day na me nyan didi yeso so ade ntina na me yesa Ghana nti mabo amane e dabi enti wo twen se omane moye den no yenye wanyina emra ne nka che se wo ko register the base ko register na to aba anye se bia okoto aba mpo a o kasa mpanfo no hu se mabunu na doso sa na amrofo no take decision wo ma yes player we coach we be se yeyi no na ye pe 2 million signatures ye pe 1 million signatures ye pe 500,000 signatures omunya sign wi a team ni option bia so ombe den ombe pam coach na ombe kwa kotro sa player no enu bi na omde ye name na wote oman mu na ye ka bibia enyansansama obi antie enfo obi ahu because the want to Ghana ni be didi awie say Kim ni ref ni how Ghana ni didi wi ni ref ni how ni obetima say obekasa tia mpanyimfo ma hard earned money o ma brands na o manya sika obekwa kodi o matem obi kana asem ebia wonim ni ode ye nipa no na obetena na o kyerɛkyerɛ ni ko bisa se na no de na siye o mbisam na atamdidie na ekoso Kevin Taylor nyansa be na Kevin Taylor be kyerɛw nipa o di atem agi scale social media na NDC abanya sen atua ne ka no wadi atem o ha ne sen no no timi tena o my point obi a oni a degree I mean only that position no na so ye fa na adwuma na ye kokko hu secret no so obi antimi nka hwe because Kevin Taylor nipa ntino on timi nka hwe say nipa no kohwe nipa be 4.5 enegu na app no so na we uwi akodi panya ono wabre edi ni sika abra tuetie sika sa amamu amakoto aba ama no uwi asen akodi na tem Erade Nyankopon enti me say Ghana for Monsisa ma adwen e ma me kan kire say Ghana mu ayedin e ma me kan kire wo say ko register with the base you have to find a way to join us go to online the base app no wo bosh www.thebase.com no wa bo the base movement no wa register now they are to MPP committee an Kobi NDC committee an Kobi enkodi dem pan for atem wo de ye okokromotie demonstration krampo no pa kra mo kwa anye den enko wanya register with the base no demonstration kra opa anye den enko nia obeye nie ada ye kaka krame ye beto aba ne ye the base ye be pida yiti no omo be hu se Ghana for ye nyina ye 30 million na ye wonipa 25 million registered that day any word we going to speak here adie bi e be demanding painfully dimini canon be they will run and do it and oko parliamentarians no wadwuma na woni de hia omo they don't care whether you have job or you don't have job no hia omo mamen kama asem nyina mbisa wa asem menu amu wa app isu amu fi amu ye unemployment mu ye unemployed mumisa mo ho se esikafo ne mana na enu omo school na ebu mu ba school na omo de ka na aba na ebi mu ba school mo ba mo papa mo de lancruise besi omo no na ye na ye omo assignment na na ema omo no na enu omo the same group no me pa che ye wie school na wo wunya nya adwuma nya nipa no wotifia na oya adwuma. God be so great. I'm asking your question. Yeah no sikani mana na no omo class. I'm just asking you a simple question. Esika for man na no more class. Now no more school no. Now kra we ade sen wo mo. Assignment na mo group work na mo yes bi o so mi kofi bi o ha say o me yare no mo ya ma no presentation on ha no kra mpo no. Ah woni ni wie school na wo kra wa ben sin na. Ni papa ni ma me wo sika no. Wo ye unemployment a wo tifie 6 years ni. Akora buga no me pa cho. O ye adwuma na o tifie. Ni obetena fie na ye obi o ye ni masters. Anything omo ka kire wa na omo ko hwe no mo din koma na obi aba about am ka kire say the rich people will continue to be rich and the poor people will continue to be poor. Me pa cho me nua ma mo free SHS na ye di mu ko gu mu no any school na abeba no ye ye say a means of keeping unemployers or unemployment graduates busy. Anything na kra ko schools no lecturers na nheda nkyira ade bia lectures no share and try bia mo di nyina ma school for no no mama project work de bia wo project work de bia wo present omo say adwuma no mo wie kura mo meye hwe ti mo fa work ni ngu omo so wo ye lecture na wo ye wo say me kira de bebra masa wunya hwe enti garbage in garbage out SHS ni dia funufo brae mo so munya funufo no mo nko na mo masika fo ma ne de ye form wo to na de wa manager me pa cho akola we munchire na adwuma wai utie akola we munchire na adwuma umpe o be kire no o kire na mana be take over tiene meka no wakwakọ eho no home cons a o nimdie wo food and nutrition na ye de na kwotena bank yesi bank manager mankola ne kire na adwuma wo de o se opa enkire na hwese obetena bank ho biema Would you Jumana would you also say Akolana didn't have an own Chirena, she's over to know Bima. That is what I'm telling you. Secret I am country and I make country as you can form mano or movie school near Solmonsa. Eh. Oh, I can't remember I'm in a baby and not never pa aku meetings. Eh, na me ban crow baby school. Sir, and to William so we are financial mammy also okay, we are many home. Akolano, Esca Formano, how many of them now many Juma? Oh no, here near now I are down for now and any year, you know. Watch it say quite when I'm fast in your Juma. Me pa cho me be some question. How many times na sa ankola we ababa ka chem say chale kwan we na me fast nya dwon ti also fa kwan we so. It takes only few people. Ebia na boyfriend, ebia no na dan for pa, ebia we bibi man stronko. No aka che say oh chale come. We ebia no aka che say wa kon anu tum. Enti app we so o man be hu sa ankrofo no wo so da. O be kasa agedien. What o kasa na o hwe okwa obehu se wo kasa na o stroke top no akohwe Nigeria for no movies ni kakra romantic movies ni kakra no akohwe comedy ni kakra owia na obetie mu atem didie no anka hwe memko se nkwase afo no mo da so ho a no aba be hwe na da so ho oba o hwe na se wo hu na no like me enu bi no asan akọ unia ehia for ma no nti so mo do so sen esika for ma no ehia for ma no so ne sebi yo mean says me nice yi so sebi sa ehia for ma no omusu na ukasa omuntie omu na wonam na akoye campaign yese wo se chale mu dia ma ba dia jiso mami ska na mya mama ska da mento hwe we mama ska mama ska mento the base from pa mama ska me twiga to ni nyina ba o pesca dia akotwi e di mama ska onto nyoka na nyantro na audio 1 minute ka so onto because sana politicians ni dia yomo omo so madwen wo fom omo so madwen yeden e wo fom na ye ukoto aba me ya mo wanwa MPP fokoto aba ya ye mo anwa ye mo e ba cho how many people how many of you na mo anwa ni bi da so how many of you na musika ni bi da so na se ka oba ye adwuma anka na ewutimi ko eba anka wutimi eden ekoba sa mafia na ye mafia from for no panfo no so ye mafia o mo sa na so muntimi meka omuntimi meka ntini omo ye se bi ono wa bie radio station no afa obi on e bosha nti obetena ho na fire sa wo ho andi o fight titia untumi a o ba be fire back sa na o my Ghana na me ne wa ye nim ni o man na ko nti e wo se me be ka che se me sere wo ko register the base o ko join the base abra wo register ya nji uska Oko register NDC abeji uska. Oko register MPP abeji uska. Ko register the base na nya numbers. Yen take decision also wonye. Wose wonye. Hey, Ghana. Na misi abrochefo no kra na ya na mo ho ya me. Abrochefo bi mu amda so support MPP ni NDC no. Okay, obi o ne papa ya NDC ni na busuafo ya NDC 4. Obi wa ne papa ya MPP ni na busuafo ya MPP 4 enti ono na aban ne ba o benefit aban free so o benefit and yes adia me ni problem na moa muni papa na monye no nyame bebisa mo nyankopo bebisa mo pa ti media ni me be kan wa ha eye simple asa mo na ti sen ni me be kan ne se monhwe emma ye metna media so nkasa mre ense sika ya daaje ene data wotokora mutumi echesa woto ya na network na atiko half of the month na 516 Ghana cedis na share gu hwem na ekọ na ekọ wa wo kan asem papa na omote wo oso mu na control network no omo mani pa kora mehwe wo video no mpo ndi ni ayense hunu no eno ane be endi sense hunu na mopede a ene yenyina de ho begim samu pen sa se mu se hunu na Ghana for pede a ene yenyina ye de ho begim ye betena a ena me se unim ge obi pa na okoyese boy bi pa na okoyese na okoy ni abeka story a chem na ekọ ni asere gu ye house na ekọ minuamo adana ye haye ho adana ye di ye man na o man na ye nyina ye sun se Mumfa construction. Mumfa kwan yie ma Ghana for so nya biaye. Mumma contractors no Ghana for mrem. Ghana for so nya biaye. Ghana omu sidan ya mamumfa ma abrofo. Ghana for so nya biaye. Mu yi kwan ya mamumfa ma China for abrofo o mani nkitinkiti no ma beji sika no mo de ko. Ayesu Ghana for enya sika ye. Ene yaka na Ghana for say. Yate ye the contract be ma Ghana for ye tibi de ma de man ko fa krofobia mpese me bo omudin. Enti ye say de ye the contractor no contract de ma Ghana for. Afedie ye yi kwan wie ya. Kwan na ye yi wie ya bo ho ka no edi 3 months ko fa so na hwa ade. So wo se me bua mun ko bantima ai. Wa wuni bia ko fa bantima. Kwan na asense bo achi yiye no. Ona bo asense bo achi ofiri su 2 years nyama mun ko fa so na mo hwa ade. Monko faso na muhadi. Mo amuse me boa no. Akwan ya mo yiyi NDC bre, NPP bre, akwan ya mo yiyi right from 2012, 2015 ebesi ne. Monko fasa akwan so na muhadi ni nyina tutu. Kwan ni nyina tutu. Na mikro mate wu me se o mo beto aba na mo yi kwan bi o. So wo me kɔ na me se we dey o mo ya ade. Kwan ni nyina nso ba akotɔ ni nyina tutu. Kwan ni nyina tutu. Na arahu se mon se we driver wa drive ya fa kwan a potholes wo so no se ne ye futu kwan krampo na nka wonam so a nka ye danse cold town na atutu amena esei wo ka ene wanhwe ya wudi kunya accident ebubu observers no ebubu ka na ase ni nyina enti ka na besi ayi abatu bubu ni bibia sese bibia ya yeti ya man mu na yeyewi afeedie timamufo agimra hye yensam kwan a yenye ni ye na ye ya bebi o say de bumping ba yen famanti ena onam kwan so a ahane aye bumping forgetting say asembesi amma fire service for hia so mo de ka e fa kwan so kokogi ni pa nkwa fire service ka no etimi nko yakọ kakra na because nsuo wom na nnoma wom apart from so na wom ka na o ma ye na equipped eho odin enti e kwa entimi nko aminika saa aminika o say di koduru no enuru first for beduru anamo pa mo abo boni be no ma ye mo na mo si o mo kwan minua mo Ghana for aya na me bisa me mpanyin for say ye papa mo am wo soro mo di enso atamdidie men support prophet ye mo akwaba men support atamdidie but the day ba kodi atama ya che no na men somebody kodi atama ye nche no enu ni mi problem the day ba kodi atam sesie ya ye be che no the day ba ma Francisca me mo akwaba ma the day ba mra me di atam ye be che no prophet Andy me mo akwaba me ba to mo request na mo mbra so enti se the day ba kodi atam ne ya che na de na mensa ba kokodi atam de yentimi nche no se yetimi tra ho na cyber security cyber system no eye adwuma de a meme ka se Mahama pa o de onfa Ghana communication center no enfa nhya mensa anka o ma me 2 months pe 2 months o de enfa se o ma me 4 months pe 4 months o ma me 4 months because Ghana is Ghana o request free you could be duru na 2 months na pa ho to de ma me 4 months ana ma me 1 year Cement man stop fraud ne na asefo a omugima adwuma mfiri misem omemma me 1 year cement man stop galamsi a omugima adwuma mfiri misem amonje media men pay 4 years 3 years 1 year pe onfa communication omofa ayimame galamsi na mmom wode be mame a media me kwa asoro nso me frɛ na kwakubo nsama ba mefre ajagoraja aba because ajagoraja no also otumi mefre adum chedwi aba mefre nnopogbo busum panyino ne konfo de na aba mefre antoa konfo de na aba no mu nyina do mo busum na be gu ho na ya soe na maka kire mo se so a me so nipa me be ya adwuma be intervene no aka che say hey hodie order from above no nanamo oni kan besi muso ansa na aba me so na ma bo mu dua wi a ye behwe Yɛbɛ sɛ minister bi bɛdi sika yɛbɛhwɛ. So what you say? Ɛyɛ arɔwosɛm. Ɛnɛ Ghana ɔmutumi appoint minister bi wɔn. Ɔmutumi ma minister appointment. Sika wɔ sɛ minister ne de bi yɛ adwuma no ɔmo mfa ma no. Wunim bibi ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo gu ne political career. Ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo no lose election. Ɔmo pɛ sɛ next year bi ɔkɔ no ho nyɛ ɛkɔ no. Na ne yɛ ma no appointment yɛ den. Saa mafia wo gyina ɛkɔ so. Saa mafia wo nyina ɛkɔ so. Ana yɛmfa yɛ akwan so na yɛnhwɛ. De bia nipa wu. De bi amese de bia nipa wu ɔkwan so. Accra Kumasi road. De bia nipa wu wɔ hɔ. De bia nipa wu, de bia car nya accident. So wa ho se meboa no wo de brane ento nchia. De bia car nya accident wɔ Accra Kumasi road. Na bɔne bɛ ne yaye. Enti sa wo pesika duro na me kura omo gi sika duro ekura mpo ya me nwanwa se aya omo mfa nko ja Accra Kumasi road because de bia nipa wu ho moja na ehwe egu na ne omo mpe sa moja na ne omo mpa na no ntimi nye sika duro mo ye sika duro mpa cha mo chechire na yenhwe because na na ajo ye mo akwaba Ghana mpanfo no so omo de yakodi sika duro minim de bia nipa wu ya na omo de mika kwa yie. So you don't need to wait for me to come, educate you, encourage you before you register for the base. I want you to register on your own. I want you to join the base on your own. And no, and never boy on my Ghana. Now me come a casa chapter on Princess Lila and Makwaba. Ghana no, so the medical catcher no. Ya mpesa obet na kase, media obi am convince me me join the base. Fa phone no na bo the base movement wunya bo share ho na eno one we register no wo bo share ho na we register wanya ID card wo na wo sen no we adding enye den ma me kan kire say join the base ansa so ati ase na se asema me kan wo de tena ho na di matem na ka kire say wo de wo ni dwumadi an ampa me ni dwumadi me kwa magana na se wanya ene ya me kan de ebia enye me wo na ebe kwa akoto konya me ko ebia wo na uyusuka ebia na wo na ekwakohia so unya mechire no ebia nya wo a wonua bi min sohwa atomi ntina ma me so medi gina so kasa asem ochire because ka bi ho konya accident ya wo abusua na se nyina na ahye obi ti ka no mu a ono ne kita abusua kase ni nyina enti ka no koto na ehwe ase ne nipa no wu a eno ano no abra ebetima yi kwan na akufu ado be start se oyi kwan Mahama bebe duru ye pe sika dia ye pe se di ne organ enti no wo se sa kwan no onto aso onu su be yi ni de Ewurade Nyankopon sikadie pese di no wo se sa kwan no enye eno no ye pese ye die ne de enye straight wusi ma careful nim Mahama mo kwan no meyi no wusi ma careful nim yenyi ye kwan de kwan no omunyiwie no mafiri aban so MPP ba the same thing so for like kwan no mo ye etena ho sa almost 16 years and na ya make us so for like kwan yanyiwie utie mi so for like kwan no yanyiwie kwan no so for like ho no itaje nyini inside wo krampo no baabi atutu a ho se omkokoye no omunye agise akunipa wo de ohwe wo asema mekan twire ne date to ne date yesen ene ye 21st May 2026 ada obeti say esika nya accident to so for like nipa 20 awunu nipa 5 awunu saada obe se excavator na do de bae no ye dibia kusu ayekoye kwan no omunye mesi omunye den omunye agise nipa awu so am run about kwan ayeyi wo de awurade nyanko wo de mesi fasa baby ansuo ka ye be ye no kokwasa ye di nipa beba ho ye be ye ni sei cameras mumra munye ni sei ye wia no ye nkotwa wo be se kwan no be twa no sa me be miensa omunya ye one side wia no makokujira no motwa no ye se ye kwan na o ye na 8 years abeso wo da so to say me convince one say na adwani the base wo da so to say me convince one say na me mo scan say na wa fa phone abo ahwo abra wo hwe do bia hu no adwani the base yenye ni padodo na presenting number e ka chom say samo anye we ya matimamufo Accra Kumasi road manyi Kumasi tutakura de kwan manyi samo anye no mapapa puno enfine wo mu no manhwa mankrofo nya bola ne tugu mamma mabu na adwuma na say sorry Ghana ni bia onya adwuma bia na o say mani sika o se tua ne ka bosome na aban no hwe na se me tua obi ka abosome abra wonya adwuma da aban na be fokwan bi so obenya adwuma ma nipa no se obi bia adwuma na se aban na amwa na ma na mfa nipa na abo na bo na ogu adwuma na ene chana mo etwa Ghana nyina hia chana mo etwa Ghana nyina hia empanfo no kwaje na ahemfo na kwaje manso edwamfo no mo da se to mo wie no ma se akopam mo asemo ya aba Ghana for China for mo di fom ne na se for ayi amu yi mattress amu yi wo de hwe eni 1 month ebetwam Mrs. Any 1 month call back up and on befre China for Crombro for Crans and Yede. On present, on cry present Crom fan home fre President Romfre Mrs. China President Romfre. On could do a low class person a befre. Eh, Yatis a Moncro for me, say the man you see a scale young farmer, 1 year says you obey you say, 1 year no. Case close, your jamo, and could be a media for a. Mobianka Wasem, Adum TV near send the warning, TV3 near send the warning, and one no. When was the last time I was around a party say? Adum TV, Joy News, TV3, when big media house, Joy News, the answer for Omaster Betina Case. Ghana for near Jumaye, NT. Could you say Ghana for Benya Jumaye, Babu Chisa, Obianye? How was the last of your Case Canada Japan? No matter what ye or ya dear, a band sonase, Ubianka. When was the last time I was about to say? Nana Kwame Bediako, a branch of born humble you, the way why any day, and you're promoting tourism. Nizu no crampona or dear Jata Gumuno, the only person who timid Jata Fita Abagana. Our Yeno, Yamona Jumano Dar, Obianye. Ubianye. My young Cassie, I bet you Nana Kwame Bediako, Radin and Copon. Ye basin whom could now in a show base. The back can I say more Joy News. Men kase Canada Japan and ne BA9 ekwa chi Canada Japan Rade baby na so atamfu nyanyame o Rade tamfu nyanyame obia be posti TV3 be posti Joy News be posti Kevin Taylor be ho adwuma obia be ho adwuma na nkrofo sere na nkrofo ni ache na nkrofo ni me my Ghana na ye bosom kura na yesom ena ye nyina yesi echire nwa ntinka ngwa kura nka endo so magana fo yemfa ma eti se tourist site na se bosom kura na ye nyina yesom ena bosom no si wo chiri corruption on pese nsuo be sei ena ye gyan ye nsuo ena nka nsuo no tene kama eni da ho kama ena mabunu nya adwuma ya eye de na ekokoshe galamse mu ne akase se moja ngu ho a sika mpie nti kwan befa so ama moja agu ho no eno de ye between galamse fo no ne omamo wo ho no asem obitimi wu onidi a ye nte ho asem ewu na eba no obi wo ho na busuani wo aban mu obi wo na busuani e blogger enna odi be ba abonte nkrofo mu wo ho no ewu wi a obi akata no obi akata no mami papa die mpa na yem die mpa na Ghana mabunu aye boni be ba na Ghana mabunu nti Ghana mabunu sei mu hu nti Ghana mabunu sei mu hu ese community bia wo gato Kabi so good. I think for me and my pong, because I don't want to be emotional. You know, politics is not about emotion, but when I'm talking about Ghana, yeah. Yama ministers kaso onkosi okoyi akwan. Watene de. Yama contractor akwan sikaso onkoyi akwan. Contractor na tene de. Contractor di scammer operator so onkoyi adwuma. Operator no so atene de free cement no so. Former na watene de free so no driver ni no kokko fill tank man no. Onso akwa twe diesel ni bi. Se na be ya diesel no enso do de be ye. Anwea na mo twen na emfa nkogu kwan no so no. Okofa abo be 20 a 20 no beton 5 for kwan so omo di 15 na ekọ side omo di 15 na ekọ side operator na apart from obusika omagege no omo san koton anwea no omo san koton abo no omo san koton quota no kropo ayede ko no munya yanko beton enti enei contractors ni bi omo kokoye concrete na concrete edi kwan ede ne kokoye free baabi ni aso afiri ho baabi cement wo ma na cement nim nipa na edo omu hu ya no omu hu abrosema yeye oman we abrosema ye o mawe agise ye kwan na nipa kowu agise diwe ma na nipa kowu na debia na enama yiase debia na enama yiaso me pa cho yiase no mokwa e ho na munya musika firi ana wona munya musika free boni ben pa na Ghana mabunu ayemo enne mabunu ni nyina num wi enne mabunu ni nyina num wi omutumi num wi wa soldiers for ni police for ni asema me ka asamo se me boa mo fansa enti ada police for ni soldiers for mu niska no ana ba akofo ombe na ai ombe swap ba akofo age no normal 12 masa enne krofo agi me phone ana obeji ba akọ girlfriend phone no ana obe mafia ba akọ boyfriend and girlfriend na busuani no a wa aban mu no no mama mo akọ base no makọ scatter ho omko che o ma aye dan a 1 week no masa de o ma ba ada mo te o ma ni nje no no ma ye no makọ base no makọ scatter ho no makọ je o ma no masia ba community bia wo base me community amete base ni bi wo mi moto si wo ma be fa o support Bawumia me support Kennedy nanka we nyansa be ni wo Bawumia on so be fa mi moto da nanso o support Bawumia support Bawumia na o support Kennedy ono num wi ne nanse na ni so ye hia o be fa kura mpo na anhwe kura okoto no be ade a woto no be 30,000 okoto no be 10,000 kura hwe wo nya 10,000 no anhwe onya nanso be kwa akoton Mr. Robert me mo akwa ba obekwa akoton base na aba communities no boys na omunya adwuma nye no atie fo muntie o Ghana pan fo muntie na ye de ne omu nenam an ye ne omu nenam utie num na ye num ba ye ne omu nenam omunya nipa bone so boys na omu num wi no omunya nipa bone ne to da bia ehye ye nkura bo mu bi se ye nkoye bi because ye too good. We are Matilda, you're welcome. We are too good, you know. Sometimes when you're too good, people take advantage of you. Anything you catch on you, you catch the being a catch on. I'm say DJ, we are too good, do. We are too calm, do. Charlie, you for smoke some, you for do some. If for do some and it be hard. And to win a boys in them, mate for no, wouldn't a kasa, kakrano, pakunya do atem. Nenino, ya catch and say you shouldn't make calm, you shouldn't be respectful. And you can say boom pay for ubu amkro mu few. And the life on about you. And to so be kun when you scout be kun. Wouldn't mean amoka. Almost say nasa panyino. Onyame no kumia. Anka kwaina ye dis kama so onyino. Anka okoje hu sikama ye nyia. Ye de ka konya accident ayegu. Enti whether you ku obi na ye yiu, wan ku obi na ye yiu, ubewu. Enti ni ombe ya ombenye sika bia ombeye. Omino this level na edru dia empanfo mu problem. And then you can think say wa ban mu be time intimidate. Okay. Yehwe. Wo be time intimidate. Yehwe. Yesra mo Mr. Obaso na odu mu microphone am na mbe kasa esi ai. Wo to be time request na aba na aba be kasa. Na ni oman na ko na enyo. Ni Ghana akọ no. Ma me papa enyo. Ni Ghana ekosisi an enyo. Obi to me frame me. You are part of this group and we want to add you to na me say na obe kromfo wi na o ye na be wi ame. Obe hack me phone. Da ben. I see asend usika say. Ni booking krofo ye dupin krofo. Na anu ya kokwachi ye no ye kwachi police ni. Police ni na ye kokwachi no Ma Francisca. Omu kwachi police ni a onu mom na fe de mobile money no anye ye nti odi tuo na de ama na odi bon krofo ho ban no eno onnam na odi giska eno na odi nam na odi giska hwa arahosem ene police for cry ya for maduma kro etiom kasen eno na ye me how no obe bresan se ne afo adwuma ye fo wo katu akitikiti bi young boy na wati community na on wo ye fraud na wo ye obokro no ye no mabasa na wo ye dubious go enya sika no na for police ni na say ne friend on na boshe no na police ni no eni to just from no godfather hey obi kan say mi kire me wodade so o say DJ ni o man ko no me ma 20 years time o starting I say no starting o say hey DJ mo de misuma mo pa o na me say ana bo adan o say ni o man no ko no and next 20 years to come no na yedim de na bia na ye wuko ye nya wuko e kra na ya bon kokora tidan mu na ya bon sentam kra na bibia anya de biem na mom mo be bro na me say ana na be bro o say the kind of leaders ye do omo kwa ban mu no they are no leaders omo de escafo na ekọ obi o wa onye leader but owo sika kwan of us nye sika de onu kwa nanim obi o kro community ne yanim se nipa o kwan na of us nye ni sika nanso so the moment a oni sika ni kọ contest ni ohia ni kọ contest ni ye beto am sika ni no na won krofo ho amu adwen wonimde na because omu ni sika bebre ni nti no omu take decision omu dwen omu wo fom ordinary people no ho price be kosuro we be den omu dwen famfo no because omu ne omu na yeden eye level no makoduro nti no omu no ekoduru ho amu sympathy de man famfo no eni to be hunu se on sheda nye but na nimde ni decision omu take no ebe bo nchirima but omu ba no eye nkrofo omu ye esikafo omu de omu sika be top position no eni nto oman ni feature hia omu ni one ne yire ne mabedi kwan ne yire ne ma da busu abefa so sustain for the next 20 years no eni no wo hwehwe enti man ka sa asem no we 2015 na man ka sa asem no kire me and I'm say honorable asema wo kan de no say yes I'm telling the gospel truth. We are not choosing right leaders. We are choosing billionaires. And a businessman will not allow his business to collapse. He will protect his business and he will not protect the nation. And so, sir, or more leaders, no. They live for legacy. Or person who are send a Kwame Nkrumah ne ya ye boni din. Sana sa ankrofo pe. Sana sa ankrofo pe. Maybe that made us say wa frame me patch me life in we are me throw back. Thank you very much. Anything no minu be ma minu aba. Asema me ka kire on say. Yen nyina na o say kan ye hu bom. Na ye join one group. Group here ye joining. Enka na edi position ama obi a wodo edi giska. Yen nyina ye baako. Ye baako a ye gina wa adwen baako. Ye won say bi mu wo ma adwen nye. Nanso ko bi o na adwen ye wo ba bi ade ne sha na adwen be yi. Sesie ya ye mpanyimfo yi se. Ye wankola omo ye bone a ye ntia omo. O tia omo a omo nto aba mount ye ntia omo bi. NDC for omo chichi nkrofo yi. Ye 2026 2027 ye wuro ma omo nche obi abi. Bodo muntie 2027 ye wuro ma omo nche obi abi. Hey, politics already yankafo. Ye wuro 2026 a ye nche obi abi. Wonim ne NDC pe be kan kiro. NDC pe trust. NDC pe trust in the system. Opese nkrofo nji omundi. Se obi ye wo ya ye betimi ache no. Na nkrofo na ka se eni aban wanya hwe kura de. Obi kokobo obi tuoku na 24 hours. Obi kobo obi tuoku na 24 hours ni akochiri pakro. O sami jamfi pa se wo mko ye nye no mo chini. Obi bedidi atamasisi ani ekohunu ni ache no. We be yo ni ache no. Eni system no eye yemfa ne saa. Se dollar no krampo yewu. Dollar ni ye. Dum se ye ba ya ye kan enye na ya fixi. Atin se de ye kakra light ni ye kakra. Ba de ba kwa wonya nhye hunsun ni. Oko portra ukoyi ka fesa ni omoje no difference be na abom. Enka na uto nsuo na uto ne sen. MPP was na eto ne sen 2 cities 50 pesos. Ene auto no traffic ma 4 cities ebi mu digi 5 cities. So what I say sanity. Eti eden ena ye dollar akofom nanso ye normal ekosoro. Ni ewo mu nie oman ye produce hwe. Ye produce hwe ye bibia wa ha. Ye bibia wa ha. Enti wo apese wo ye bibi no ni asoppress wo. Sesi a meti esemi nya aban mo a. Okay, nka metimi afa, mentimi amfa workers kura mefa workers be 50. Ana audio mefa say mami ha mani minya say me fa 50 anache say bia 24 hour economy bi mo beba wia na bi mo aba anajo. Aha ndi metimi afa 50, anopa nipa 25, enyumre nipa 25, omomra, ana anopa nipa 10, nipa 10 ba ne 10 so kwa bonten na 10 so ewura afie na 10 so ye production na bi mu so wo ba bi na mo ye wo adwuma yes ene eseminya mo nipa 50 ne me form at a sport wo sa nipa ne yamwa da bi wo benya sika wani be ye den dodo yamwa yemfiu kura da bi yemfiu agi se onye obi owo ne wo ye no ho abadaye na nyankopɔ yini maw na abeboa anya sa ne wo ne nam krɔbɔ wo kɔsora na ye ne ya opese de bia wo nkafam de bia wo nkafam because of asɛm bia waka fa wo ho akɔkyerɛ obi nti ɛne ye maw so kra so ne me kyerɛ no sanity enti ye moa Ghana fo enti adwuma na ye produce na ye ntimi fa adwuma obi afa wo adwuma krɔmpo Ghana ene wo fa obi adwuma the highest you can pay the person. The Ghana nipa oje ketua papa wo ye graduate wo ye degree oje ketua 3,000. 3,000 no bosumi no was bosumi na ni nyina ye transportation krampo na ekọ. Na ekọ. Ha? Enti se Ghana be ye adwuma clean. Obe ye adwuma clean. No wadi no kora te se ye num wadi no kora te se ye num we bibia. Ene unu abo ho aboso pa nyesa kombede wo ye na ye ka no kro no komde ye hu ye na ye ka no kro no ye busua kro ampa ya asem omuti atem ye busua omuti atem minua bi wo de bi odi ma otwa bo mesa mesi minua nya abotre be ye wate no kro pa na me ka kire no ye na ye ka no kro yi ye mfiu kra ye mfiu wow kana kure yemfiu kura na o na se aikide dien ono onye hwe ono okana kure enti abra ye be hwehwew abra ye pa omo ye wabo ombibi ho ban ama omo abra ye be hwehwew abra ye hu se akodi okana kure enti ye pe obi okana kura ye nkofa no but baby ye kana kure na nkunibdie beba na nipa ne benya adwuma na obenya sika kura dia kosoro no ya mfano nkoho because wo de no koho a akwa benya nimdie owo nimdie dada o manu se no koduru mpempeso we yawu ye nya kwansoma ne bi because nimdie kita no eso tie ntimi manam enkonko progress sa so they are the people that control the system. They will tell you it shall be war. They are lying. It shall never be war. You have to fight your way. To fight your way, you have to go against their rules. And to monjani na enka yehumom MPP NDC enye enkodi MPP fatem enkodi NDC fatem udi MPP fatem udi matem udi NDC fatem udi matem because me mama wa NDC me papa wa MPP me na me ni MPP me na NDC so odi amechire no enkodi atem. They are the people controlling the system. Why should you insult them? And to me, MPP form di atem no. Why should you go and insult someone who is in power? Why should you go and insult a military government? And this is a military government. More money in country. A pro-military government. And this is a pro-military government. And who could di atema? Mahama kurana nintimia papa. Mimi ni Mahama. Anka nkrofo bebre nkam Abronye studio nkam magunu dada. Abronye kama gunu dada. Oyere no kwoti no di atem, wodi Canada Japan atem, din atem sa. Abrante ti se koka. Ye ba kwoto anu oba. Na ya na judge for no mu hu na. Koka oya na oba wa mu hu na. Mo chiri biye. Nana dream Yankopon shira. Nana dream Yankopon shira. Why? Maniso ni oye. Na me yese me from ntimi amfro fa che me. Na me ho mfa me. So wo hwehwe me. Aya mo hwehwe me chikwan. Na me see social media na mo teso no mo ma me kan asem ba konkyere mo. If something happens to you today, nobody will look for you. Nobody will look for you. Enti ka kire ho na hunu say wo kwa obi beba. O free life na so na osia ko obi de so. Enti whether with or without you, life still what goes on. It is oba media no so a yese oba kan okre yese oba ye honest yese oba build legacy than say oba be di atem no in favor of someone than say oba be di atem no wa favor obi na yakoche watum emwa timi nuamo mo fa atem di ento nchen nokre eya eye nokre to da bi na hu nsem ni bia esese udi atem nanso so obey ne den mamu ndi atem mamu ndi mpanfo bia atem adwa santo makwaba mamu ndi obi atem mamu ndi obi atem kan wasem abeka wo kan wie na nipa de tia ontie nipa ni ntia onye den onko mesremo na wo hu anko ba asem na wo hu anko ba asem munsuso mo of course obi ho na opedin enti ono obedi atem na wagye din so onu amekire no enti sanetie yenuamo me pacho afei mon join program aha eni to me start program ne be kan bibi se the day ba kodi atem ane ache no na mo mensan ba de kodi atem a ne yegyan no enu bi na dream kan ho asem no one say because of Kevin Taylor atem na odidi ya omontimi anche no na mu gya na man fa no hudi na wose ya benya post kura wa ndisi mu no enu ti na mabunu so ayoma adwen se kian ne kin ombedi ndisi for so eden atembi but ya biudi o man sa enye yi ya biudi o man sa enye yi so ati ase ya biudi o man sa enye yi yesremo galamse ya omochi omochi NPP for bebre ndisi for kitwa bi eno omo ye camouflage omo ya no maka chese masa akoye ye che wo no maka chese o kan ho bi no magya omo wo yesa enye ma problem ni solve enti me de mbesi ya na masia ba beto aso da foforo na medwen Ghana ho a Ghana odwen Ghana ho a Ghana problem doso because Ghana for na wo koma mo na nan also ope globes na ope bodyguard ono so be ko ama san say wo tie ya ho nya ma asem ne de wo de unnim hwe unim se obi adọ because over life no so watamfo kan ho adofo kan ho da asem beto no be hu se san obi no by social media and so ebi mususu lawyer ebi you genuine ebi mo ho a I mean wo ho ani afro DJ ti sen me te won kan chew I said the ma say oh chale see oh ebi mu ye so lawyer I mean fa kwanya se na me da bright man ase na me da Princess Lila so ase na me da Nana Bruce so a dream so ase because ono ya NDC NPP ni so wasi DJ odi menya kasa me support ndi na me support nana dream dakro me kwa koye campaign ama onkrofo ni bi why aha wo MPC no me kwa koye yini bi ama mo ntie nsuru kra why yes oya de papa e beka wanya de papa e beka ni wo no nyankopon hiro bibia na onye kese mpa che wo bibi kan be join program no na kan wo de na yenko na me wo 1 minute pe me de epon go 1 minute pe wo comment bia obetimi aba na aba be join na yaka na mo ha mo support ye no medamu nyina mase ene mo support ene mo mpaibo on support kra na de mpaibo ta chira chale I really appreciate beauty na ti saying nti oba ha kra be like program no why ade oba like program keke no abehye program Messi yamishraw eye asida kese na medema sanse Ghana no some joy the way am data no boy din no obidi ni data be gina se nate ade saying obehye wo no na che say nipa na ya ade nti Ghana ho entokwa na yeko na mum yeko no peaceful way say mama me kan che say register the base and say na wakwa register na mum also wa hu say also utimi join na nyina baako na no makoso no makoyi ekoma MPP no makoyi ekoma NDC yenua ne omo yenyina ye yenuafo so what you say na ya no obi afa no work up say anyame a ene enye obi a da bi ma enye ne sa anyame dia ebe say no yenye ne sa we shouldn't do it that way damage control no ebi mu bo damage control enti mama ma yenye ne sa Belinda na ti say bo gide say obi a ho ye me de me program no be sia yidi kan na meda mu nyina mase mahwefo ene madofo rejoice atiefo ma Francisca na dream Jamfua Baba Lila Dixon ana Aren ohenewa nyankopon hira mu nyina se mo de mo do aba be support me enye obia ene be esa nyankopon won hira mu na onya mo kase na birthday girl no odi ni birthday o ya de